Anybody.
There you go.
Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews, everybody. I'm doing a rare random live stream. We're going to be talking just movies and whatnot, anything in the entertainment stuff, any news. If you guys want to talk about it, I'm actually going to put the link if you want to come on right in the chat. So there you go. Excellent. So yeah, have you seen all the latest Kong versus or Godzilla versus Kong stuff?
Unfortunately, yeah, and I'm getting sick of it.
Yeah, I definitely get you with they're definitely showing too much, but it's like I also got to look at
Yeah,
it.
exactly. It's like you can't not look at it. But here's the thing. While I get the feeling that Warner Brothers is just being an ass because we asked for it so much, they're like, oh, well, here you go. We'll give you the whole movie.
Basically, yeah, it's like
Yeah.
we would like a little bit of surprise at least. I mean, seriously.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Everyone's like showing it and reporting it, so it's hard not to not click. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're pulling a Geo or they're pulling a King of the Monsters.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, at least you guys don't got a damn website for this one.
Really.
Monarch
Also,
or monarchscience.com, like the last one.
yeah. Yeah, there's that, but did I want so what are your total thoughts of the Mortal Kombat trailer?
Mortal Kombat trailer
Yeah.
is it has some I have some issues. I'm not a fan of Melina. Those teeth look rather dull.
Right.
Goro's arms kind of looked rather stumpy. I mean, I'm just
Right.
saying, it's like his arms. I mean, they may have been bent or something like this, but
Right.
it's like his arms look stumpy. So I'm kind of concerned.
Right.
The And I'm glad you actually brought this up because I actually have some theories on what order some of these shots go.
Right.
The Scorpion versus Sub Zero fight, where you hear Scorpion say, "Get over here."
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to bet that's the beginning of the fight because if you play
Right.
this or if you play that trailer scene or frame by frame, you
Right.
will notice that when he pulls Sub Zero away,
Right.
he is literally pulling him away from Cole.
Yeah, I did see that.
And it's like maybe he's kicked the crap out of Cole and he's about to finish Cole, and that's when he gets speared, and you hear freaking Hiroyuki Sanada, "Get over here!" And it's
Right.
like, dude, that's the perfect casting they've done for Scorpion.
Yes.
By the way,
Yes.
Hiroyuki
I agree.
Sanada is a humongous audience draw in Japan.
Yeah. And in the US, he's very recognizable in a
Oh,
lot of his
very
roles.
much.
Yeah.
The Wolverine,
Yep.
47 Samurai, or 47 Ronin, rather.
Yeah. Last
The Last
Samurai.
Samurai,
Yep.
and a slew of many other movies that he has done.
Yes.
This dude is a freaking phenomenal actor. He really
Mm-hmm.
is. He's my favorite Japanese actor.
Yeah, he has a wide range of roles too that he can
Yeah,
do.
he has a very wide range of acting skill as well.
Yes,
And
he's very
I
good.
just really think that they made the absolute best choice. Now for story, it's kind of confusing because everybody knows
Right.
that Sub-Zero killed Scorpion's family, son
Yes.
and wife.
Right.
That means he has no way of passing on his line unless he does it with somebody else, you know?
Right. Right.
But he sold his soul to Quan Chi
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
before he could do that. So it's
Yeah.
from the leaks and from what the trailers suggest, Cole and Scorpion are connected.
Right.
So it's like, that would make him a descendant or atavismic descendant.
Right.
Atavisms are, well, you still need to be directly descended from the person. It's just
Exactly.
atavism skips a lot of generations before that gene is activated.
Right.
Now,
Now,
the beginning of the trailer, where Sub-Zero's like, boom, boom, rip, boom.
Yeah.
Interesting. And then just destroys that thing. Pastor G, good to see you. And thank you. It's going good. Seth, how you doing, buddy? If you guys want to come on, feel free to jump on. We're talking all sorts of stuff. Stunning and Brave Megatron, good to see you. Yeah. Tooters! Oh, I can't say that too much. I mean, neighbors upstairs.
Oh.
Hopefully they don't understand English. They got their grandson there that speaks English. So he's young, so yeah. And definitely highlighting Pastor G and JK or JJ. Sorry.
JJ.
Whoops. Yeah, it's good to see you all. Thank you for dropping in. And if you guys want to come on, feel free. We're just talking all sorts of latest movie stuff. Like we'll even talk a little bit of the Snyder Cut stuff. Sith Lord, that's okay, buddy. If you can't make it, that's fine. But yeah, technically I'm not home right now either. I'm at my aunt's. And well, that's not really meant for discussing right now.
I got you.
Personal stuff. She's in the hospital right now. She was supposed to get her gallbladder taken out, but complications arose that made it not exactly possible.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I, but there's other things attached, and I'm really not getting into it. Back to Mortal Kombat, though. I like the casting they got because they actually got freaking martial artists who knew what the fuck they were doing.
Right.
And I don't know if anybody really saw this, but Sonya uses her sonic rings in this movie.
Oh, that brief, very quick scene when they were doing that montage at the end.
Yeah, it's like
that's what I thought. Yeah,
Melina got her entire gut just punched out by Sonya Blade's sonic rings because you could see Sonya in the background, and the purple, the telltale purple. Yeah, it's like, oh shit. Now, the guy that they got playing as Shang Tsung, I've seen him before. I just can't place him. It's like, who the heck is he?
I said the same thing. I'll have to look that up, but
I'm looking it up right now on my phone. Yeah. Mortal Kombat 2021 cast.
Oh, is Johnny Cage in this one?
No, Johnny Cage is not in this one. Oh. That is the biggest gripe with many people. Okay, so it was 10. Ludi Lin as Liu Kang. Holy crap. Good choice.
Mm-hmm.
Ancient Han is Shang Tsung. Good choice. Good choice. Melissa called. Oh my, they got Nitara in this. The vampire chick.
Which vampire chick?
Nitara she's a vampire in Mortal Kombat from Mortal Kombat Armageddon and the previous Mortal Kombat iterations. Wait, wow. Tadanobu Asano is Raiden? He's also a big draw, by the way. He's freaking MCU alumni from the Thor universe.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Wait, they got Makad Brooks from Supergirl to play Jax.
Oh, that guy.
They got Jimmy Olsen to play Jax.
Oh, I didn't know that.
What? What? Are you fucking kidding me? Hey man, awesome. Max Wang is Kung Lao. Josh Lawson is Kana. A lot of people are wondering what's that werewolf-looking thing that he puts his heart through. It's like, that's not a werewolf. That's actually a reptile.
Yeah.
But yeah, The world must know the great importance of dim deities in our culture. You're damn right, stunning and brave Megatron, but I can't exactly get into the dirty stuff right now. Allison Young, whoever that is, never heard of him, and Adani Maropis, never not named. Emily Young, Matilda Kimber. She looks like the one that was with Cole. So, what's Cole's last name? CC Stringer. Okay, Cole Young. Okay, Young. Yeah. And it's his little sister Matilda Kimber plays Emily Young. Allison Young is probably stepmother or something, possibly even mother.
Right.
So, host, how's it going? It's going good. Daytona Falls. If exactly, I'd be happy to join, but no good with Mortal Kombat. This is going to be all sorts of different.
Yeah, it's
various. Yeah, it's open forum basically. So if you want to drop in to talk about other stuff, we can move on to that. But yeah, that was Reptile. That sorry and sad excuse of a lot of people are like, oh my god, they went to the Saurian look. It's like, well, actually, they kind of went to a furry look. It's like, what the fuck is that? Where? Because I honestly, it's like, that can't be Reptile. That literally cannot be Reptile. Because if that is Reptile, then I'm a monkey's uncle. Which, well.
Well.
But yeah. I mean, it's. I like the trailer. I like this idea, but and knowing that it's Tadanobu Asano that is playing freaking Raiden, it's like, dude, that is a good choice. They got some pretty good, solid casting in this movie, except for Melina. I'm sorry, but that just didn't seem like a good choice, especially if we're not seeing Katana. You got to usually introduce Katana before you introduce Melina.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Because Melina is a clone of Katana with Tarkatan blood mixed in to give her the teeth. So it's like, yeah.
Yep.
Other stuff. What did you hear about Mr. Potato Head?
Yes, I saw that, and I thought it was an April Fool's joke.
I thought so too. Mr. Potato Head, for those of you who haven't seen my video yet, he got canceled. It's like, why? Well, because he's not gender fluid. Oh, so getting rid of the man or calling the manholes freaking maintenance covers. Well, fuck you. How about that?
Well, wait. Did you see that Hasbro made a statement saying that?
Yeah, Kimberly Boyd or whatever, saying that I'm drawing Power Girl because she has big old bitties. Here's the thing that I don't understand. Supergirl and Power Girl are basically the same character, just separate universes. Doesn't matter if you're from a separate universe. You basically got the same freaking build. Why does she have bigger boobs than Supergirl?
Ask the creators. It just, yeah. Look, when it comes to comics, when it comes to different universes, that I like, it goes over my head because there are so many, especially in the DC universe, that I have a hard time keeping track which one's which at this point.
I can't believe that my camera is actually working pretty well, and the thing that's there and whatnot. But yeah, then it's like, it's very limiting in child development. It's like, no, it's not. First off, it's not your job to teach kids about any of that stuff. That's the parents' job. Your job is to provide joy through toy. That's about it.
Yeah, but also it's a potato.
It's fucking exactly.
It's a potato.
I mean,
that's why I thought this was an April Fool's joke. I really thought it was an April Fool's joke because I'm like, it's a potato.
Potato, potato, potato. Patooey. I spit on you.
Yeah.
As Odin would say.
But what else was there? Well, they announced Sonic 2. What else was there? I don't think what else there was that they just talked about. Oh. All right. So when it comes to the Snyder Cut, what are your expectations for that?
I'm not expecting it to be the gold standard of movie making. I mean, the CG is not good. I'm saying that right now. It's good CG for what it is, but it's still not good CG.
Right.
I'm a Snyder Cut fan. Do not get me wrong. And I want to see the original vision of what he has planned. Do I expect it to be the most breathtaking, beautiful thing? No. But I am very happy that it is coming out. I got HBO Max for specific reasons, one of them being the Snyder Cut.
Right.
And Zach Leary, how you doing? Let's get him in here. Max for specific reasons, one of them being the Snyder Cut.
Right.
Make sure you just mute my stream. That way we don't get any cross and whatnot. How you doing? Make sure you just mute my stream.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. Continue.
That's okay. So, what do you or have you heard about the Snyder Cut?
I'm not excited. Yeah, I mean it's one of those things. I feel personally that Snyder may be the bane of Batman's existence. I don't like any of it, man. I don't like any of this new DC cinematic stuff. It's a mess. You've got some gems like the Joker in there. You've got a few okay films. You've got Aquaman, but for the most part, I think most of it is wrong.
Well, it's from a darker perspective, really, is how I see it. It's basically a multiverse. A lot of people complained about the MCU not being accurate like the comics, and it's like, hey, jackasses and idiots, guess what Kevin Feige said when the MCU started coming out? It's got its own number in the universe or in the multiverse. So that means it's part of the multiverse. It's not 616. In this universe, it is Stark that happened to create Ultron, not him. But I am glad that they did get the hatred of those two right, because Stark and Pym are not friends at all.
Well, the dark side of the storytelling, like I'm the audience for that, and I'm just not into it. I mean, there's something off about it. I'm not exactly sure where it went wrong, but the characters seem off, the situations seem off. It seems like a fan fiction to me.
Well, basically, that is basically what it is. It's not meant to be 100%. By the way, folks, Zach and I are disagreeing. I mean, I don't do echo chambers, so this little thing on my screen here, different opinions are truly welcome. If you have a different opinion, I'm going to respect your opinion. So yeah. Also, folks, anybody who is joining, be sure to smash that like button. So yeah. I mean, like I said before you got in here, I'm not looking forward to the Snyder Cut being 100% sun shining out of Zack Snyder's ass and this to being his absolute gold standard Ninth Symphony. I want to know what his version is. That's about it.
Yeah, so do I. But I mean, like, did you see this thing with the Jesus Christ Joker? What is that?
That's just the Joker being Joker, man. That's just Jared Leto just cutting loose. I mean, I'm guessing that is strictly photo op.
Well, like, I mean, the Jesse Eisenberg Lex Luthor, one of the worst things I've ever seen. Am I wrong?
I agree. I'm actually not.
Yeah,
that is one casting
bad.
choice that's like, what were you thinking putting Jesse Eisenberg under the bald head? I mean,
it's got to be he had to have seen Social Network and thought, here's my guy, you know.
Yeah. I mean, Jesse Eisenberg in the Look Who's Talking, freaking Now You See Me movies, he's good in that. He does pretty good in that. But him in the DC EU, it's like, not feeling it. Not really at all. I mean, the guy that they had as freaking Lex Luthor in the DC AU, the 20 movies of cartoons and whatnot, the guy from The Office voicing him, that's a good Lex Luthor. How you doing, Big Daddy-O? If you guys want to come on, come on. I got the link at the top of the chat, but you know what? I'm going to put it in there too. This is an open forum. I could fit 6. I don't got the main, or I don't got the premium, so
yeah.
Right now, money's tight. COVID's killing everything and whatnot. So yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys want to come in? Come on in.
Yeah, in all honesty, like, you know, I'm interested to seeing the Snyder Cut, but if I'll be totally honest, I'll take the DC animated universe over any of the live action movies they've been doing, to be honest with you.
Altiori just put out a video about them trying to cancel Ahsoka Tano. It's like,
oh yeah,
they're trying to get rid of Rosario.
Really?
She was woke to begin with.
What's the deal? What's the deal with that?
The whole transphobic thing where she allegedly, attacked a transphobe person and curb stomped him with her mom.
Yeah, well, I don't believe that one. She's a big liberal.
Well, just because you're liberal doesn't mean that you're necessarily.
She's a big liberal.
All right, God dang it, my phone is being a jackass right now. There we go. I'm going to share this out on Twitter. But yeah, it's like I knew that they wouldn't stop with Gina Carano. I knew that for a fact.
I've got some opinions on that if you want to talk about that.
All right, give some opinion, man.
Yeah.
I think she made a misstep in terms of she tripped over all these coffee tables. I'm not saying I disagree with anything she said. I think she's been treated unfairly, but why would she put herself in that situation? You know what I mean?
Well, as she said, oh, hey, Geeky, she's in here. Oh, wait, this is not a touch screen.
Hello.
How you doing, Geeky?
Hey, Geeky.
Good. Hello.
But yeah, basically, to answer your question, Zach, Gina basically says in the Shapiro interview, she's very naive when it came to politics and other stuff, and it's like she thought that she would be able to voice her opinion, and everybody else is voicing theirs and getting away with it. So it's like, why the hell not, you know? And we got Daytona Falls. How you doing, Daytona?
Hey,
Daytona.
Good to see you.
Yes, hi, Geeky. You asked if you wanted to comment? Sure.
I was just saying hi, Daytona.
Oh. Yeah,
Hi.
that requires awesome things still going on. Yes, Big Daddy-O. I'm hearing...
well, someone needs to pause their YouTube.
Yeah, somebody mute whoever is playing the stream on YouTube, please. I'm thinking it's Daytona.
God, I might be jumping. Hold on.
Yep, that happens. But yeah, yes, Big Daddy-O. The claims were dismissed, and they only got like 2 of the 2 that they actually tried, but that's going to fall through.
Is that better?
No, No,
Nope.
you need to mute
Yeah,
your
that's
YouTube.
the
Yeah,
actually.
you gotta actually mute the YouTube stream.
Okay. I don't have YouTube open, but let me see what I can do.
Well,
Oh, that's not.
wait.
Yeah,
All right. I got rid of the YouTube. How about now?
Okay. No,
and it's not you. Geeky?
No, mine's muted.
Zach?
Yeah, I don't even have the app open.
GV fan?
Nope, just I got the Steam Guard.
All right, I'm gonna mute everybody each or individually. Do I hear any echo?
Yep.
Yes, I do. So it's not too bad. It's not Zach, is it?
Nope.
Nope, not Zach. Is it Geeky? It's not Geeky. Is it me?
It's Daytona.
Nope, it's Daytona.
All right. I'll come back.
Okay.
It's okay. All right, we'll see you when you get back. Yeah, it might have been the speakers.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
But yeah, I'm actually on board with Rosario Dawson staying as Ahsoka. She actually did a good job in The Mandalorian.
My
Now,
cousin
The Mandalorian-
who loves Ahsoka Tano, he saw Rosario Dawson and he was like, she has the facial expressions to play her perfectly, like the body structure. It matches Ahsoka from the Rebels.
Yeah, I thought she was great.
I was like, yeah, it really does. She does look 100% like Ahsoka Tano.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to find another actress that's going to have that. And she's very flexible, just like Ahsoka should be. I mean, that flip she did was insanely quick.
Yeah. I just realized that I was hearing my stream come from my laptop, and it's like, what the heck? So is that better?
Yeah, I hear you good.
Okay, good. That was just freaking weird. It's like, why am I hearing it from my laptop? I could have sworn I plugged in my headphones.
So, Zach, what were you saying about Gina Carano?
Well, I just think that Orange Hat, what's your first name, by the way?
My first name's Dan.
So Dan was saying that the interview she gave, she essentially said she was didn't know what she was really getting into, So I think she made a mistake. I mean, I don't think that in this political climate you should be really saying anything like that. I'm just saying, if I was in her shoes in a big show like that, there's nothing I would really say to get me in trouble.
Even though what she said is no different than what Pedro Pascal really did as well.
Well,
Yeah.
And
Actually,
there was no recompassion. That's why she probably thought, oh, okay, apparently it is allowed. I could have sworn in our contracts and said no, but hey, if he's doing it, maybe I can too. And then
yeah.
I'm saying there's a strategic element
yeah.
involved nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was me, Daytona. Sorry about that. That was it's like, oh my god.
I mean, even in the interview, they were just talking to her about that when John, I forget his name, John Campia, I think his name is. Campia. He said he had inexcusable evidence that they talked to her multiple times, but never sourced, never gave where he got the sources. But yet, from Gina's mouth, they said they only talked to her basically about the trans pronoun thing. Did not even mention the Holocaust situation.
Oh, so you're saying they reached out to try and get her to apologize, or
No, they were trying to get rid of her.
no?
They wanted her to talk to 40 people on a Zoom call to basically apologize, but it's
Get on your knees, woman.
Basically, she said, "I'd rather talk to them, face to face."
Yep.
Sure. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
nothing
and I
wrong
was
with
like,
that.
okay, and they did not want that. I'm like, I bet you anything, they're probably wanting her to go on the camera so they can clip pieces of what she's saying and twist it.
Yeah, they were going to publicly shame her. That was
Yeah, what's the point of going on there anyway? We can't take 40 people that hate you, and then we want you to just be pointed at and called a MFer for as long as the Zoom lasts. No, I'm not doing that.
Well, we have another problem too, which is we don't let people apologize anymore. That's a big one.
No, here's the thing.
They want the corporate apology.
She has nothing to apologize for. She did not she did not do what they are saying she did.
No.
She said, or what she was comparing was the divisive climate today with the divisive climate pre-Nazi Germany.
No, but they wanted her to apologize for the pronoun. They didn't even talk to her about her Holocaust situation. Disney, according to her interview when she was talking to Shapiro, that all they talked to her about was the pronoun situation. That's all they cared about.
Yeah, and it's like, well, here, let me ask you guys a question. Where's your pronouns in your bio? Where's your pronouns in your bio? Where's your pronouns in your bio? Oh, I don't.
She said an LGBT community person that works for Disney came and talked to her and said, you know what? We know you're not against us. You just stepped into what they called a landmine.
Exactly.
Yeah, I heard that.
Exactly.
They even recommended not firing her.
Yeah, like if you fire her, this is going to have repercussions. And Disney just listened to that little bit like, okay.
What do you guys think about it? It's just a plot by Kathleen Kennedy to finally get Jon Favreau out of there.
That makes
Hello.
Hello.
Can everyone hear me okay?
Accidentally.
Yeah.
Big Daddy.
Oh, and bye.
Okay.
And back.
Big Daddy. Good to see you.
Thank you very much. I'm having to go on my phone at the moment, unfortunately, as my computer is So I hope the audio is okay.
I'm using my phone, so
good to see you, John.
Thank you very much.
Never heard your voice before.
That crazy Scotsman.
It's good to meet you face to face, man.
So the point about Gina Carano, I would say, yes, it was a bit, premature for her to get so involved and outspoken so early on in the game for her. It's not smart to make enemies when you're just starting out, But at the same time, she didn't say anything wrong. She should be able to say what she said, because, if they can say their thing, then why can't she give her opinion, And after all, isn't that what they want? Women power, women rights, female representation.
Exactly, unless you fall in with their
way. I think it's what Jeremy was saying is Gina Carano is against the narrative that Star Wars fans don't like strong female characters.
Exactly.
Yes, that's
Gina Carano, loved by so many, is like, oh no, my narrative is gone.
Yeah.
My major defense.
Well, that narrative is so fake because
like
Luke Skywalker. If we want to talk about, if we want to talk about Luke, I'd be curious to hear your guys' thoughts on this. Luke is sort of an anti-chauvinist. There's nothing about that character. I'm talking your central male character from the original films. There's nothing about him that is chauvinistic, that could in any way be a bad thing. Right, I think he's a great role model character for.
He's basically a knight.
Yeah,
he's like a monk, right? So
well, maybe in the other two, but the first one he was, just like a starting out.
Yeah. Same with Kenobi.
He was very chivalry.
If you want to say it's a chauvinistic brand, just take a look at the male characters. None of them exhibit anything negative like that, And you could call like the Expendables a guy movie. There's nothing wrong with there's nothing wrong with that. But it doesn't even make sense to label Star Wars that way.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean there's so many female characters in Star Wars, and there's so many fans of it. You've got OG Star Wars, you've got Anna, that Star Wars girl, and that's just, the two off the top of my head. There's so many more, and it's because there's so many female characters. It started off with Grand Moff and Leia, who are two badass. You know, you've got one who's the leader of the rebellions, and the other who is a princess, and you know, a badass, you know, woman who can handle herself in battle. You know, she don't take no shit.
Vader.
Yep. Exactly.
She stared down
that's
Vader.
badass.
Saw her planet, everyone she loved just die, and she didn't break down.
Nope.
Yeah, she kept fighting.
I was like, how is that not strong? She literally saw everyone she knew blow up in front of her. Yeah, she turned away, but she stood her ground and stared at the Empire like, you dicks.
Yeah. And then you went into the prequels where you had all the female Jedi masters who are just as badass as the men and also have seats on the council. So, you know, there's lots and lots of representation already in Star Wars. You know, you didn't need to make it so, you know, forces female, you know, because it already was. It was balanced. You know, it was both male and female.
I don't think that argument's worthy anymore. That's this kind of talk we were having right around Last Jedi. It's come so far now, they don't even care about that anymore. Now it's completely, we have to completely destroy everything you love, no matter what facet of civilization or society you live in. If you like guns, we're going to fuck that up. You like Star Wars, we're going to fuck that up. You like Rainbow Bright, we're going to fuck that up. Everything needs to be destroyed by these people. And not this fucking life, buddy. Sorry to cuss.
Hey, man, I have a problem with
as I said, we're either going to end up like Judge Dredd, where everything is destroyed and we're all living together in a shithole, or it's going to be like Demolition Man, where everything is illegal.
Like Massachusetts,
in Judge Dredd's,
everything's illegal there.
Judge Dredd's universe, I would be arrested right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh yeah.
Because, well, I got a gut. It's illegal to be fat in that universe.
Yes.
Really?
You have been eating too much. Yes. You have overextended your rations. You
basically
are sentenced to
it
death.
is illegal to be fat in Judge
How do you please?
But that seems like a stark contrast to Demolition Man. Demolition Man, everyone's more sensitive.
Yeah.
You know.
It's basically
you know, I have a theory. That those movies are connected. That it started off with Demolition Man, and then Judge Dredd is a clone of Demolition Man.
Kind of.
And this is what happened when they tried to normalize things. Everything just went to shit.
Yep.
That wouldn't be so bad.
There's a wonderful thing about Demolition Man. It's literally a testament to today.
Yes, it is.
It's basically showing what happens when woke culture takes over. And it's like, well, all you need is one freaking bad or old school bad guy.
Yeah.
Turn this whole world of yours upside down.
Yep.
And now you need an old school cop to do it. Or it's taken down. And I just love it. It's like Sylvester Stallone, he's never going to be canceled by cancel culture. They'll come after him, and he's going to
care less.
Look at them, and he's going to be like, what?
They tried it with Rambo. They tried it with the last Rambo movie, and that was like a blip because he said, "Fuck off." That's all he did.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm actually
fucked off.
Rambo streams. That's the next one coming up next week.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night is Voldemort versus Grindelwald versus Voldemort. Geeky's going to be joining me for that one. And the Rambo movies, a lot of people
is that who's more powerful or just who's a better character?
Who would
who's
win
more powerful? Who would win in a
duel?
fight?
Who's a better character?
Are we talking about with or without the Elder Wand?
They're both having the Elder Wand.
Oh,
but there's only one.
Well, true, but we're giving
only one.
We're taking away Voldemort's Horcruxes, but we're giving him the Elder Wand.
Well, kind of like he had the Elder Wand, but it didn't work for him because it was not.
It wasn't his.
It was Draco's.
No, at the time it was Harry's because Harry had already.
Well, yeah, I meant the fight, but the reason why
Harry had defeated.
Is he disarmed Draco Malfoy. That's all it takes is if you disarm the person, not kill the wizard, it's disarming the wizard.
Well, who's more powerful, Dumbledore or Voldemort?
Oh, Dumbledore.
Dumbledore is far more powerful.
Is that
in the books? Voldemort feared Dumbledore. That's why he wanted the Elder Wand.
Yeah.
He didn't know Dumbledore, he did not know Dumbledore's.
Oh, hey, guys! Speaking of Harry Potter, what do you think about that revelation with the game dev?
Oh yeah, where they were trying to cancel him for being anti-SJW.
Yes,
I think that whoever these idiots are, Reset Era, I think they call themselves, and they're supposed to be this humongous corporate gaming thing. Well, here's my message.
They're scared. That's what they are. They are scared that people are
Can
going to
I do this one? It's a double meaning.
Check them all
It
out.
means
We
something
got a
else
parade
here
of
in the
fucking
UK.
fuck yous going on.
I mean, I've actually seen David Thewlis or British Bird to a couple people, and I was like, yeah. David Thewlis, man, he doesn't. Or for those of you guys who don't know, he played Remus Lupin. Thewlis is a actor.
Cool character.
He is a good actor. Yeah.
I heard Wesley Snipes is going to the Daily Wire. I think
Wesley Snipes.
He wants to make his own Blade movie.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I would love that.
You may have heard that.
I mean, told that he's not going to be in the new one, and he's like, "Oh hell no, it's not Blade without me." I would have liked it even if he was like the coach that teaching the new Blade. That would have been interesting.
Just like a cool cameo or something.
Yeah,
that's the thing I don't like about people owning rights. It stops other people from being creative. Like, why can't you just give the rights to everyone so that everyone can give their own ideas, and at least then we got something good to watch.
Yeah, have a little.
Some people take it too far, and
I wouldn't want no one taking my ideas and making their own thing. Like, you can make your own thing.
I get it. But if you have so many different ideas, then there's something to please everyone. If you don't like that version, you can have that version. If you don't like your version, do your own version. Give it to the people. It should belong to the people.
I'm looking forward to Star Wars Theory's second Vader film. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
enjoyed the first one.
Guys, I'll be right back. I'm getting an incoming phone call, okay? I'll just be 2 minutes.
Yep.
Okay. Be right back.
When Shards of the Past actually came up, and I was basically ready to clock out of Star Wars completely. It's like, I'm getting ready to basically, I'm literally writing my fuck you note to Lucasfilm. And then I see that it's like, what's this from Star Wars? Shards of the Past. Okay, everybody's talking about this thing. So I clicked it. I'm like, holy fuck, this is awesome. It's like, when is Vader cutting loose like this, man? Everybody's like, yeah, Kylo Ren can stop a blaster bolt. Well, fucking Vader stopped 1,000, so shut.
It was awesome.
I mean, they should consider that actual canon.
I don't like what they did with Kylo Ren. He looked like a Darth Revan ripoff.
He was basically a Darth Revan ripoff.
Yes,
it was a Vader wannabe Revan ripoff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the art, supporting art for it was based off Revan.
Yeah. Which, oh my gosh, man. That latest extension in SWTOR or Old Republic, where freaking Vitiate is coming, or Tenebrae actually is coming back. I'm like, okay, but how? He kind of got destroyed when the Outlander destroyed.
You talking about Tenebris?
Tenebrae, yeah, not Tenebris, Tenebrae, because Tenebris is Legacy's monster.
Right.
But the Emperor, the Sith Emperor, Vitiate, Valkorion, Tenebrae.
Yeah.
But I do love the concept of what was going on. He was taking all of the lessons of Valkorion and all of his failures and whatnot to imbue him with all of that, the knowledge of Valkorion, the power of Vitiate, and the body of Tenebrae. And it'd be like, I would love to see him go up against what's her name then, right shortly after, because if he does, or because that super juiced up and knowledgeable Tenebrae put him up against Abeloth, a character who is basically holy crap. Because from what I understand in the EU, I never got to read the Fate of the Jedi series yet. Abeloth is like 13 times more powerful than Luke at Luke's peak power, where Valkorion is actually like 8 times or 9 times stronger than Luke. If many of the Jedi in the Old Republic are stronger than the Luke era Star Wars characters, because Virginces were popping up left and right. Jaisa Wilsom was a Virgins. Nadia Grell was a Virgins. Most of all the Jedi characters were Virgin, and Sith characters were Virginces. The ones that you play as. Darth Nox or Darth whatchamacallit, whichever one you want to call him, plus the one that becomes the Emperor's Hand, they were both Virginces in the dark side, where the Jedi Consular and Jedi Knight were Virginces in the light side, unless you turn dark.
So, quick question. When EA loses the Star Wars license, what do you think will happen to that game? Because it's server-based.
It's going to shut down. Much like they did with Avengers Alliance on Facebook.
Because that game's been out for what, 8 years or longer?
It's been rebooted. I mean, the Battle
10.
Pass?
Oh, 10 years, yeah. No, the Old Republic, that's what we're talking about. So.
No, 9 years, I believe.
Knights of the Old Republic?
Yep. No, the sequel to those.
Yeah.
SWTOR.
Because that's kind of like worried, though, because that has a great story, and then it's just going to be gone, like poof.
It is, unless EA gets their contract extended. Here's the thing, I hear a lot of people trashing on EA, like freaking Ryan Kennel and Lethal Lightning. Shout outs to them, they're awesome YouTubers. But what is the beef with EA?
I think it's positive.
Because of the microtransaction that they just love to push, that where it goes, you can play this. Oh, you went to a next level, you need to pay this in order to continue on. That's why they hate EA.
Yeah, Ubisoft's no better.
I did notice that that is part of the Old Republic game too. Once you get a certain level, then you got to pay for the extensions. It's like, well, that's the thing. They are a company that kind of needs it, but
Ubisoft is the same way, and they're making the new Star Wars game. They're for single player games. You have to pay money for like for standard XP game now.
Me, I prefer just the freaking single player campaign game.
That is single player. The Ubisoft added that to single player that you have to pay now.
Oh, jeez. Wait.
Yes.
You have to pay to be single player?
Yes, because they added like a. It's kind of like you only get half XP. In other words, for your stuff.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. So in other words, you'll get to a boss character that's like ridiculous, even just one level higher than you, and it's like almost impossible to beat. So you have to go back and grind.
Oh my gosh!
In a single player game, and that's Ubisoft, who is now making the new Star Wars game.
Was that in Valhalla?
Not just Valhalla, Odyssey as well. Odyssey, they did that in Odyssey as well.
When it comes to the Assassin's Creed games,
high level before I went to any story.
Yeah, you have to like just dick around and like do all like the side stuff just to get some XP.
When it comes to the Assassin's Creed games, I'm strictly Altair, Ezio, and basically the Desmond Miles arc.
Right.
Plus Rogue and Unity.
All right.
Valhalla was actually fun. It was an interesting story.
Yeah, and everybody.
I like Odyssey.
Everybody was complaining. Well, you also got to gender swap your character. It's like.
Actually, you can either play as a boy or a girl.
Yeah, but
or
also
you can do another thing where your character's actually a guy, but you can go back in time as a girl. Or you could just say, "No, I'm a female," and you're just a female the whole way through.
Oh, there you go.
Or male, and I was like, okay, that's
I
like
don't have a
Odyssey.
problem with that. Most of my characters in the Old Republic were female.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. I mean, in Odyssey, most people rather played as Cassandra anyways.
Funny thing, I also
for
most of my female characters were lesbians.
you like AC Odyssey then?
I mean, thing is, it's like when I knew that frickin' Old Republic was allowing same-sex relationships, it's like, I have no problem with it. I mean, they're not beating each other over the head with it. It's just something that you can add, you know?
Yeah.
Or it's just something that you can do. I mean, one of my favorite characters, that you can have a relationship with in that game, is Lana Beniko.
Yes, I love her character.
She's a Sith, and she has been virtual porned to death. I mean, folks,
she's actually a good character.
She's well written, yes.
Yes.
She is very well done. And it's like, she is very intriguing for a Sith because...
Yeah, it's her loyalty that I love about her.
Yeah. Sith, she's a contradictory Sith.
There's a lot of contradictory Jedi too, so...
She's loyal. No Sith should be loyal.
That's why they always lose.
Well, it's also why it's a strength and a weakness. Yes, they're always infighting. Yes, they're always grabbing for power. But they're also becoming more powerful through that infighting. Always expect somebody to stab you in the back if you're a Sith, because one day someone will.
Yep.
Yeah.
I prefer the Sith code over the Jedi code because it's like I would rather feel than be a freaking robot.
Well, in terms of these EA games, I thought Battlefront 2 was pretty good. What did you guys think of that?
I
The
played
new
the heck out
Battlefront
of
2 or
that.
the old Battlefront 2?
The new one I thought was pretty good.
I played it a little bit here and there. It's like, yeah, but
I only play Heroes vs. Villains when I play that.
Actually, I like playing that, but I'm terrible at Heroes. I'm terrible at it.
Supremacy is fun because you've got like 40 players, and you can play as a hero, and you're cutting down rebels or stormtroopers, whatever it is. So that's a fun mode, and it's hard too. But Fallen Order was really good too. If we're talking about single player games.
Yeah. What's hard is being Boba Fett taking on 4 Jedis.
Oh, he sucks. Boba sucks.
Yeah.
Not with me. When I play him, people watch me. I am dominating against other players with Boba Fett.
He's annoying though. He's annoying to fight.
His character
away from you.
The way they are, you got to take your time with him. You can't just rush at him.
Oh, I get so annoyed. I mean, that's one of the worst people to be against.
Anakin is made to take him out because he can pull him out of the air.
Yep. You got Finn. Finn is good for that too.
There's one.
Leia's rapid fire.
The first Battlefront game that there was this GIF where it's the person who's playing or where you're in a war zone and whatnot on Hoth, and then you turn to your right and you just see Vader ignite his lightsaber, and it's like, what do you do in this moment? It's like Leroy Jenkins.
I remember one time in the original Battlefront 2, someone was playing as Vader, and I was just a rebel soldier throwing his lightsaber at me. I rolled underneath it and shot him. He came up to me to hit me, and I punched him in the face, and he died, and I did the lightsaber.
Awesome.
That's good.
I was like...
So, Dan, were you talking about Battlefront 2015?
Yeah.
What did you think of that? I thought that was pretty good too. I like
the original Battlefront in the.
I like the heroes and villains better in the 2015.
The original Battlefront and Battlefront 2. The Battlefront 2 game was very good because I liked the space battle control a lot better than the first, or than the. I mean, you can get into vehicles and move them around in the first one, but it's like, it's very clunky. It's very hard to until you finally get your groove. But the space battle and whatnot in those ones are a lot better in the second one.
I was like the campaign from the first Battlefront 2 as the clone trooper.
But then all of a sudden, it's like, oh, finally we get to see the Empire side. Okay, let's see how they're. Oh, never mind. And she joined the Rebels. Really, you did the typical thing. I would have liked it.
Yeah, I was mad about that.
The Empire and stay with it, where you could see how things are underneath the helmet.
I know, right? And they actually did that with the Battlefront 2.
Battlefront 2. Yep.
Yeah, Battlefront 2 campaign. You play it as the Empire for like 2 missions, and then you go through Operation Cinder, and you go, fuck the Empire, I joined the Rebels.
It was a long campaign. Yeah.
Yeah, you literally go through Operation Cinder.
We got
they really chickened out.
But the gameplay was no good. I thought the story was boring.
Yeah, it wasn't really focused.
One of the things I loved about the original Battlefront 2 was Rebel Vanguard, or any character that has a remote-controlled missile.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you give me a remote-controlled missile capability and the infinite ammo cheat, which, yes, those games had cheats.
Yes, they had cheats.
I had invincibility and infinite ammo. And it's like, I'm losing, or I could have 100 versus 1 and it'd be like, you are not going to win this. I will slaughter you all. You can have freaking Wampas versus Rebels. You could have freaking Jawas versus, or they had the versus territories and whatnot.
Yep.
Freaking
Ewoks
versus the snipers. And I'm like, holy crap, man, this is awesome. And I would always join the underdog team, which was the freaking for the Ewoks versus the snipers. It's actually the Ewoks, or no, it's the snipers who are the underdogs. How you doing, Richard Tyler Larson? Good to see you.
I remember one match. Went against 4 Jedis in just a tiny tunnel as Boba Fett, where I can't really fly, and I was just bobbing, weaving, dodging their lightsaber and their powers, and I killed them. I just stood there and I just emoted with like, "There's no escape from me." He sent me a message like, "How the hell did you not die?" I'm like, "Y'all suck." Like, how can you not hit me? I might just have a jetpack.
I mean, I was taking down the Imperial Walkers. It's like, I know where your
I know where your weakness is.
Yeah.
It's the neck.
Neck, yes.
And I would be inside the Rebel base, firing the remote-controlled missile, and it'd be like, and there you go. Just hit him like 5 more times, and good to go. And I loved it how they paused the film, or they paused right when you win the game, with the last shot of what happens when you either win or lose. And when it's just or when that missile just lights up, it's like, yeah, that's how you do it. You go out with the bang. And my favorite spacecraft was the light shooter, or the lighter crafts, like the Jedi Starfighter, the A-Wing, the ones with scatter missiles, basically.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you guys put me on one of those suckers and I am lighting you up. Yeah, I may have lighter firepower, but I'm still going to enjoy kicking your ass.
They may not hit as hard, but they do hit a lot faster.
Oh, yeah. And it's like, this is a pitched battle. It's like, no, it's not. Put me in. So they put me in. I'm like, yeah, what were you saying about a pitched battle? 5 minutes later, I just wiped out their entire fleet. I mean, yeah, I'll go. I'm not a balanced person when it came to those ones. When it came to the Starfighter part, it's like, I'm either heavy or I'm light. And if I'm heavy, you better wipe me out real freaking. Oh, we lost one. You better wipe me out real freaking quick, because if I get my bomber towards your light cruisers,
what Yuffie's gonna look like in the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Oh yeah, where they gave her a breast reduction and 2 sports bras. And it's,
wait, are you talking about Yuffie? Or are you talking about Tifa? Because they made her tits smaller too.
Well, it's not that they made them smaller. She's wearing a sports bra.
Tifa. I was thinking about Tifa.
Yuffie, yeah, they did. Yeah, Tifa. They did reduce her boo-boos, but she still looks great.
Tifa always looks great, man. I love.
Yeah, she's great. She's my favorite.
Yuffie's gonna look like. She was my favorite character. I loved Yuffie.
Yuffie is.
I liked her too. She was upbeat.
Have you guys seen Team 4 Stars Mission Abridged? Final Fantasy VII Mission Abridged.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God, Yuffie's character arc with her father is freaking hilarious.
What is that? Is that an anime or what is it?
It's where they play the game, but it's an abridged version of it. It's where they put in their own dialogue.
Her story. Oh, okay,
it's
cool.
It's where they put in their own dialogue. It's like Dragon Ball Z abridged.
Is it on YouTube?
Yes. Look up Team 4 Star.
It's gonna be coming out in June. Final Fantasy VII Remake will DLC will have an episode featuring Yuffie.
Well, wait. Did Final Fantasy VII already wrap up its entire storyline?
No, I think to hold people
they just left
because they're working on part 2.
It stops as soon as they leave Midgar.
Oh my God! Okay, thank God.
But they added a lot of story elements, though. Yeah. Right, they added a lot of story elements. You've already had a boss battle with Sephiroth at the end, just to get out of town, I guess. But Biggs and Wedge had a bigger role. That was pretty cool.
Nice.
I loved Jesse had a bigger role.
The first part. Yeah,
Jesse. I never played Final Fantasy at all.
Well,
thank you.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I literally have no idea.
I played every Final Fantasy, but I've only played them once because you have to do so much grinding. It's like I don't want to do that again. But the stories are mostly always fun.
I played Final Fantasy VII and I learned all the cheats. And I also learned all the secrets. I learned all the cheats. I learned all the secrets. I learned all the ins. I learned all the outs. Lucky number 7, if you have 777 or 4 7s for your HP, you get a boost. You can get a gold chocobo without raising one. You just got to beat Ruby.
Fuck that shit. I didn't do any of that. I played it when it first came out. Like, no, I just want more story. The story was so good. And I played it for months.
Oh, me too, man.
Mostly grinding. So by the time story stuff happened, I forgot what the hell was going on.
Oh, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed grinding as well.
But once. I enjoyed it the one time. After that, no. I just won't play it again. I'll find a YouTube video where they just put the story parts together or something. Yeah. Once. I can't spend 1,000 hours grinding.
PS games. I miss old PS games like freaking Metal Gear Solid. Freaking Metal Gear Solid VR missions. Metal Gear Solid 2. I love the Metal Gear Solid series.
The battle style.
Did you play Metal Gear on the old Nintendo?
I could, or not on the old Nintendo, but I did play it on the PS2 because if you had the specialized edition of Metal Gear Solid 3, you could play Metal Gear 1 and 2.
Okay. You know, on the very first Metal Gear, you could put in these 8 lines of code to do something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, well, me and my buddy were messing around with each other, calling each other names and stuff. And if you put in motion, lotion, and all ends, you get everything except like a cardboard box in card 4.
Damn. Nice.
At the beginning of the game.
I mean, my brother also had the Game Shark code and whatnot for Metal Gear Solid, the original, and where you start with like the 3rd freaking card key, and you can get like FAMAs before you even fight with Ocelot, and it's like, oh shit. You can get the camera before you can enter certain rooms before you even. It's like, holy crap, man.
That was that first one I really liked. I played that when I was in guard duty in Bosnia, and we stayed up for 24 hours because you gotta fucking stay up, whether you get an Article 15, you know, on guard duty. But they let us have a TV, so whoever's not watching the fence can play PlayStation. I played that whole game in 24 hours. It was great.
Looks like Teen Titans, the TV series, got a new designer for their costumes. It actually looks pretty dang good for Starfire and Blackfire.
Hey, Riot, how you doing? Your clone voice is on with us. Yeah, folks, Riot Kitty and Geeky Pixel, their voices are...
Pixel.
Or Geeky
Pixelated.
Pixie, sorry. Their voices are pretty much identical. Working on homework, but I'm here to support Orange Hat Pete. Thank you.
The more shows and... Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was just saying hi.
The more channels I go on, the more excuse me, the more people that I think sound like Jesse Miller. If you guys know who that is.
Yeah, I know Jesse.
Yeah, see, like that guy earlier with the white hat, he sounds like Jesse. And I looked up, like, is Jesse on an alt? No, that's somebody else.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to, I'm always going to be an old school gamer. I never got into the major or the newer consoles. One, because I can't afford it. I can't afford continuous pay to play.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah. Two,
I refuse.
A YouTuber named Philosophical Pickle made a video talking about how we should separate the art from the artist to some extent. He has a point, but depending on what the individual did matters. JM or M2021, you are absolutely right. You should be able to separate art from artist. But when it comes to idiots like Brie Larson, and many, many others, it's very hard for somebody like me to do that because I am autistic and trying to reconcile very fine lines. It's not always easy. Or one thing about autism is simplicity.
Right.
To be the greater or take over more.
So, Orange, do you have a hard time understanding, like, being sarcastic?
Yes.
Okay. I was going to say, because I noticed, like, sometimes, like, when you there's a couple times where you think somebody's serious, and I look at a tweet and I'm like, I think they're being sarcastic, but it's like you take it as face you take it as face value, which is understandable. You know.
Yeah. I can't. Well, one thing about online is you can't measure tone with the written word.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like they could be fucking around. They could be dead serious, and it'd be like, okay, are they joking or are they serious? Fuck. I mean, the way that I tell how most of the people in Phantom Menace and the rest of the community who don't identify as Phantom Menace, usually they give a way of telling how or whether or not they're joking. Like they'll add the LOL, they'll add an LMAO, they'll add an emoji or something.
Yeah, I add a punchline at the end.
Yeah, that usually helps.
Image. That's usually what I do.
What do you do?
I put a GIF.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, when a guy was talking about separate the art from the artist, 20, even just 12 years ago, that was easier to do because you didn't have people like Brie Larson who are like, okay, I'm an artist, separate the art from the artist. But what if their art is nothing but them being an asshole all the time?
Exactly.
That's not art, and that's not art.
Sad because opening night of the movie Captain Marvel, Brie Larson actually went to one of her local theaters and was giving movie tickets away to people and taking pictures with them and getting them.
Well, they were paid for.
Getting them merchandise, and it's like, it was like if she could have kept doing that and like show that she does care. I think she more cares about the younger crowd than the older ones.
Yeah, my kids fucking hate her.
Well, yeah, it's because they see her acting like that. They don't see on her page of her, taking
my
selfies.
My daughter was like, oh, diversity. But when Captain Marvel came out, all those promo pictures you see with Brie is nothing but blonde white girls. Which, hey, I like blonde white girls personally, but if you're going to be talking about diversity, why didn't they do Monica Rambeau?
Yeah.
First.
Well, they were trying to keep her a surprise for the movie, Monica Rambeau. They were trying to keep her and her cast a surprise.
Yeah.
Big surprise, that movie sucked.
Yeah, it was definitely one of her worst ones to me. I honestly like Brie more on her Kong Skull Island movie than anything else.
That was okay. That was okay.
Well, like I said, when I go over Kong Skull Island and Brie Larson, her activism is more fitting to that time period.
Yeah,
Right.
and you could tell she actually has fun on this set on that. I think it's more she's nervous on Marvel because she's like, oh my god, why am I with these people? These guys are so much higher than me.
I don't think so. She got paid more than all the men in their first movie.
Well, yeah, but I meant acting level. Samuel
Also-
Jackson, Scarlett Johansson.
Well,
they've
also
been
too,
way more.
also too with Kong Skull Island, that was before she won Academy Awards and stuff. So I think that went to her head a bit
That could be.
because that was
Peter
before
Jackson,
all
baby.
that stuff.
Was that the Peter Jackson one?
No, that's the one by
Okay.
Legendary.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's the one where
Yeah.
wasn't Jack Black in it?
Yeah,
That was,
Peter
Oh, that
Jackson.
was the
that
Peter
was
Jackson
Peter
one.
Jackson.
Peter Jackson's was that one.
Yeah,
One
yeah,
with, Brie Larson was, I think it was Tom Middleton. I think it's the guy that plays Loki.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and
Tom-
And Samuel L. Jackson. That's probably where they met.
Tom Hiddleston, Samuel L. Jackson, or no, Loki, Fury, and Captain Marvel walk into a bar in
Yeah.
Thailand.
They probably introduced Brie Larson to the Marvel because of her acting thing in that movie.
Yes, Samuel
Yes.
L. Jackson actually did go to
Vouch
bat
for-
for her, and it's like, why would you freaking go to bat for this woman?
Well, I mean,
Oh,
if
like
you
I
watch
said,
their-
I think she was a different person
Yeah.
back then.
Oh, yeah,
She
well,
didn't have her plastic
No.
surgery yet, did she? In Kong?
She's still like the
What
same.
did she get plastic surgery on?
Yeah,
Her nose, her face. She doesn't look the same. She was prettier before she cut herself up. I mean, that's just my opinion.
Young Ripa mentioned that activism is how these SJW losers cope with society. They are miserable people. You know what?
Here's what
Well,
here's how
Ripa's right.
the Brie Larson Captain Marvel. Rogue comes in, sucks up her power,
There you go.
Gives it to Monica.
keeps it for herself. Monica already has the power.
Yeah, according to WandaVision, Marvel.
Oh, I'm
Wanda got
2
her
episodes
power.
behind. Please ruin it for me.
Sorry.
You want it ruined or
No, yeah,
want it
it's fine. I started to enjoy it once episode 4 happened. So I'm like, oh, okay. I like that FBI guy from Ant-Man. I like
Yeah.
that pretty little white girl from Thor. I'm like, okay, that's cool. It's cool. That Asian dude in Ant-Man was awesome.
What is this?
Well, just because I'm more of a fan of Miss Marvel, Carol. Exactly right, Kitty. I was introduced to her as Miss Marvel when it came to the Avengers Alliance game that they had on Facebook, which died in 2016 because Disney had bought Marvel by that time.
right.
Well, actually, they bought it in 2012, but they let the game go
The
on.
actress Disney wanted for Captain Marvel was actually Emily Blunt.
They should have went with her.
She was doing. She was already in the process of filming the sequel to the
Oh, Quiet Place 2?
freaking the nanny or whatever that I can't remember her name.
Oh, freaking
Expialidocious.
2.
Yeah, Mary Poppins 2. Because she wasn't working out because she wasn't going to get built. She was already filming that movie. She wouldn't have had time to do the workout.
Damn.
She missed
I would
She
prefer-
missed out on that paycheck.
Emily
I would
Blunt
prefer-
was freaking dank in Live, Die, Repeat.
She was freaking awesome.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
who they
that
wanted
movie was-
to play Captain Marvel.
Yeah, it's like holy shit. I
But
mean, they're
unfortunately,
outside of
she's
they're
already
outside of
working
the thing. It's the farthest they have gotten, and they're about to get shot up, and she's like, "Oh fuck it," blows his freaking head off.
Yeah. That Live Die Repeat, that movie was probably one of the most criminally underrated movies.
I thought it was good. I think people
yeah.
don't like it
But
because
it did horrible at the box office. I think that was around the time Tom Cruise was starting to lose his mind on all those interviews.
Yeah.
So,
Damn it. In his defense, have you seen Katie Holmes?
yeah.
I mean, Katie.
Yeah,
Holmes-
but unfortunately, the movie
Besides all
suffered
the
because of that, because he was having all those public, freakouts on
PR.
it. Yeah, and that movie suffered for it, but it was a great movie.
There's
I heard
a-
it was good.
I really didn't like about it. It introduced real world politics for one shot, where they had Hillary Clinton in there, and I'm like, pull that, or cut that 1/2 a second scene or that 1/2 a second of footage, you got a great movie. You got an absolute great movie.
All right, what movie are you talking about?
Live, Die, Repeat.
Okay, now remember during that Hillary part, maybe it's supposed to give you a sense of something to carry you forward into the scene.
It was the beginning of the movie where they were where all the governments of the world were pooling their resources. They were. What year did Live, Die, Repeat come out?
So it's.
I think around 2016, wasn't it?
No, I think it was before that. I think it was 2014.
Is it an apocalyptic movie? Because I can understand Hillary Clinton being in it then.
Yeah, it was post-apocalyptic, basically.
She, at the time,
that's why they showed Hillary.
Yeah.
What would have happened if she would have won presidency?
She was getting ready for presidency. Yeah.
That's what it's about. It's like, hey, if you guys vote for this, this is the world you're going to get.
Basically. I mean,
it was like,
I did a review for that movie.
I'd rather take a brain dead potato.
I did a review for that movie, and I basically said, take out that 1/2 a second of seeing Hillary Clinton, you got a 5 out of 5 from me.
It's a sense of dread every time you see her on screen.
I met her in real life.
Was she nice?
She sucks the joy and the temperature out of the room.
Like Kathleen Kennedy.
Literally, I shook that one.
She's a Dementor.
Cold.
Did your hand wrinkle up and just fall off?
No, it's like, I'm like,
it's too bad.
Nice to meet you. And then I go home, and then I get out of the freaking restaurant. I'm like, why does my hand feel weird? But it's like, woo. And I go home to my dad, and my dad
must wash immediately.
Yeah, I'm like, Dad, Hillary Clinton's in town. He's like, what? Yeah, he's down at the freaking. And she's like, did you meet her? I'm like, yeah. What'd you think of her? Don't know what to make of her. She's kind of weird. And he's like, well, just stay away from her for now on.
Did you show him your hand? Like, look at this. I got welts growing on my hand, Dad. What do I do? Like, you never shake hands with the devil.
But yeah, I really like that movie. What other? Oh, I did want to say this while we were talking Rambo, because a lot of people, or they did go after Rambo as.
They tried.
Yeah, they tried.
Wasn't that just after Shaft? And they tried to go after Shaft, and he said, "Fuck you, motherfuckers." And they left him alone.
They tried going after that new Santa movie that Mel Gibson did, which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah, that was a great movie, dude. I loved it.
I was like, well, this is what happens when you get an action hero Santa.
That was all right.
World.
Stunning and Brave Megatron, I feel sorry for your father.
Yep.
Yeah. I would rather meet Axel Braun and Kenzie Taylor, personally. I mean, I'm followed by both of them on Twitter, which is awesome. I'd like to have a conversation with them. That'd be cool. But Lethal kind of beat me to all that, so.
Nah, you should do it anyway.
He's the master of the porn stars. I mean, he knows that. He's the master of the porn stars.
Basically, as soon as they reached out or with Jamie Lennox, I think her name is, the one that's going to be doing Black Widow, he's like, or freaking Lethal's like, we're going to try getting her. And I'm like, God damn it, Lethal, save some for everybody else, will you?
It's his accent. They go to his
accent. It's the Australian accent, man.
Yeah. But hey, dude, I literally did a freaking video review for the porn parody. That's when Axel started following me. Kenzie responded too. But when I did the Kenzie versus Brie, that's when Kenzie started following me. Also, I'm followed by a porn guy named Tommy Pistol. And I'm like, name sounds familiar. And I look him up. Yeah, I've seen some of his work. He's okay or he's actually good with acting. Tommy Pistol actually does good acting. You believe that he is that kind of character. that he is portraying in those adult films. But because the thing is, like I said, with my autism, I can literally, or also because I'm demisexual, I could literally watch a porn without springing or without pitching a tent.
Yeah, I'm desensitized to it.
Well, it's not that I'm desensitized. It's I don't have an emotional connection to that. So,
God damn it! You're not supposed to have emotional connection to porn. It's just readily available material, you know.
I actually told Margie this before we went on stream one time. Literally, all the women in the Fandom Menace could stand naked in front of me. Wouldn't do nothing.
I have this image in my head now. All right.
I don't find any of them attractive. Not that they're ugly.
Many of them are attractive. Geeky Pixie, she's attractive.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Toast is attractive.
I have a wife, so I don't look at other women like that.
Too, so, yeah.
All of them are. Don't get me wrong. Many of them are very attractive. It's just I don't know them on a personal level besides through a computer. So nothing's really going to happen. And nothing would happen if anything.
Now you're just being negative.
No, it's not me being negative. It's me
I'm just playing.
Well, yeah. It's just me trying to explain as best as I can what being a demisexual is. You have to have that emotional connection. You have to stimulate this before you can get down there.
Honestly, I think we need more of you, Orange, than most of these simps that are around right now.
I think I'll go on a case-by-case basis, but for the most part, yeah. I don't get a boner from seeing a hot chick on TV. It's just like some of them are hot, some of them are not.
We all have our JM 2021. We all have our preferences. To be 100% honest, no offense to Anna, she is a great YouTuber.
She's pretty, but I wouldn't do it. Too needy.
I don't see with Anna. My nerdy home.
No. I
do see appeal there.
I see Anna as like my little sister kind of thing. Like I just don't even think of her that way.
One person asked me one time, "What do you think about one person?" I'm like, I would rather not talk about that. They're like, what? I'm like, it's not to be discussed on stream.
A gentleman on the stream?
It has nothing to do with anything sexual. It has everything to do with the kind of person that they are.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of sort of from my own because of my autism. Martin Luther King's judged not by the color of the skin, but by the content of their character. That's how I was raised.
Right.
I don't care if a person's black. I don't care if a person's white. I don't care if a person's hot. I don't care if a person's fucking ugly. I don't care if a person's female, male, transgender, or whatnot. If you treat me with respect, you're going to get respect. I might sound like an asshole sometimes. I might.
No, that's the real world, man.
I might be one of the but I will also be one of the most loyal friends you ever have. When it comes to playful flirtation, yeah, I can flirt. I'm a guy like everybody else. I know how to flirt. I'm not a fucking robot. Yes, I'm demisexual, but I can fucking flirt.
What does that mean?
Demisexual means you need an emotional connection. You need to basically get.
You're just you were raised well. That's all.
Yeah, no, it literally you will, or a lot of people confuse demisexual with asexual. Or
I don't. I understand the difference now, but there's nothing. You don't need a special word to say that just because a hot chick takes her clothes off, that you should feel obligated to give her your seed.
Well, that's it's like, well, I'm not obligated to give you my seed, but I'm also not really feeling anything down here either.
Right. It's just moving on with your day. You got shit to do.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not hating. It's just
Geeky has posted some pretty racy freaking GIFs on there, and it's like, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Are you watching Geeky?
No. I just laughed.
Flirt with Gina Carano if you've had a chance, Orange Hat. No,
No.
I will not flirt with Gina Carano. She is too nice a person.
I would shake her hand and give her a hug. That's it.
Honestly, I'm telling you this right now. In an alternate universe, Drunk 3PO and Gina are married.
Nah, come on.
No, in an alternate
I don't know.
universe.
She went out and she reached out to Jay to get the
Yeah.
interview.
In an alternate universe, her and Jay are married, man.
But it's
They
also
have
because
chemistry
with the kind of person Jay is, he goes out of his way to help people, and she knows that.
Jay is great. Yeah, indeed.
He's a nice guy.
He's a great person. He helped a
Well,
friend.
I remember.
Going to
I remember when he first started.
He'll go travel the world and help people.
Yeah.
I remember when he first started, and I was one of the first guys that subbed to him, and just chatting with the guy. He's just a normal guy. Be nice to you. He, good manners. He's not too over the top like some people, which I think he should be more over the top. That's my preference. I like Dabo Nas. I like Cecil. I like May, and I like like-minded individuals like you guys. We can disagree, but let's have a great hangout. Like, isn't YouTube supposed to be about having fun?
Yeah.
Depends on your definition of fun.
Yeah, that's
well, not crying and bitching and moaning and being offended.
Yeah.
The opposite of that.
So like the Eco-Based Network guys.
Echo Base.
They're okay. They seem like, I don't watch them all the time, but when I do, it's okay.
Yeah, there's some pretty good guys. They sometime in this summer coming up, they're gonna have me be a host of one of their podcasts.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
I gave them the title, and they're working on getting it set up. They might call it the Sisters of Alderaan.
Oh, that's cool.
That'd be awesome.
It makes me happy to see them grow.
Yeah.
Just like you, Orange Hat.
Huh?
Orange Hat. I think I found you. You were on Ethan's stream or something?
Ethan Van Skyvers? I've never had
something like that. I met you through another show, and then I subbed to you.
Yeah, I've never been on Ethan's stream.
Okay, I wasn't him then.
He's way too big to even recognize anybody like me.
I remember first seeing Orange. I first remember seeing you about a little over a year ago, and that was and then I showed my support when you made that live stream video over the when you had to ban those young people or whatever it was.
Yeah, I was doing a live stream to give viewers context today. I was doing a live stream about the whole Ahsoka Tano being a lesbian thing. And these idiots were trolling me on Twitter. So I decided to do a live stream about it. And I decided to say, hey, if you want to defend your position, here's the link. Get your asses in here and we'll freaking have a talk face to face.
I can see her being bi, but I can't see her being a lesbian.
Yeah. And so
I just did.
I don't even remember how I met Orange, probably through Rookie, I think. Honestly, Riot, I think we met on Rosetta's stream when you did your first face reveal. Riot Kitty's in the chat. But yeah, that's how me and Riot met. We were on Rosetta Allen's stream. And
I can't remember how I met you.
She had a nice little masquerade mask, which is pretty cool. But yeah, Happy Dino and I are on, and I'm trying to get these two to come on so that they can defend their position with the whole Ahsoka being gay thing. And it's like, we're minors. You're kind of creepy telling us to come. It's like, nope. I ended the stream right there, and it's like, fuck you, don't ever come on my channels again. I did a video, and then I did the hour-long live stream that's called Time for a Serious Discussion.
Yeah, that's where I first saw you, and I was all for your support.
Which basically I went over why I do not want any minors or any untrustworthy minors, because at the time the Senate was still a minor. as it was.
Like when they pulled that crap in two Decembers ago, where you had to make sure that your content's not set for kids or something like that.
Yeah, well, it's not just that. This was actually way before that.
Yeah.
Or COPPA decided.
Yeah, COPPA. That's it.
But basically, the whole thing in a shindig is I was falsely accused of sexual contact with a minor. And yeah, this was right at the height of, this was right at the height and rise of the Me Too era.
Oh shit, that's at least 6 or 7 years ago when that first started.
No, that was 2017 when Harvey Weinstein was.
Yeah.
And all that stuff.
Still 4 years, man. I didn't know you've been going at it this long.
Actually, I didn't start my channel until 2019. So this April, it will be 2 years.
Did you start around the same time as the Vase guy?
Vase
and Pussy Centipede, and he changed his name to that rabbit thing, Budula or whatever.
But
okay.
I know that, when I was accused, then I got arrested unjustly. That was an unjust incarceration. I was 9 months plus in there. A person who is autistic and ADHD and innocent with that kind of charge, not the best environment at all. So then comes the time of the trial, and the DA has seen how ragged and run down I am. I had lost 60 pounds. I was basically at the end of my rope, not suicidal, but I was afraid that if somebody tried starting something with me, I would end up in what they call the box, which is basically a very small glass cell, and you're only allowed out of your cell for 15 minutes a day to take a shower. That's it. And so it's like, yeah, no. If I was in there any longer, I was going to end up in there. So they hit me with a deal. We will drop all felony charges. You admit to endangering the welfare of a child with no underlying reason, charge, or whatever. Also, you get to go home, and you cannot sue the county. I originally told them to shove that, or I said yes originally. Then it's like, you know what? No, I want to fight this because I knew I could win. I knew I could win. But again, I was at a very mental low. Also, my lawyer said
that's what they were counting on.
They could forego the evidence and just believe the victim, which would give me an automatic guilty. And it'd be like, oh, fuck. So I regrettably took the deal.
So you didn't get a fair trial. You didn't get a fair trial.
You didn't get a trial at all.
I didn't get a trial.
Hey, you either do what we tell you, or you're automatically guilty.
Oh,
even though you could beat it. Even though you could beat it.
My aunt talked with my my aunt that I'm actually visiting now. My aunt actually talked with the DA because they went to question her. She literally gave them the full exculpatory evidence that would have cleared me, which was the worst thing she could have done at the time, because we were going to use that as a surprise on the DA, and it'd be like, yeah, fuck you. There's no way I could have done this. Not with the timeline you're giving. Because the timeline they gave saying when I did this was 2008 to 2011 or 2010. And then it's like, that would be a magic trick of epic proportions that would make David Copperfield proud.
So you took the deal?
Sadly, yes, I took the deal. And it is the worst decision that I ever made of my life because it ruined me. I've had the looks from family members. I've had the looks from friends. I've had people saying, where the hell have you been? What's going on? I have been followed by my accuser and 10 of her profiles on Facebook, and I blocked all 10 because she was dumb enough to use her real name in different variants. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? She's going all over freaking Twitter. This was before I even got into YouTube. People were harassing me on Twitter and whatnot. And it's like, I'm changing my name. I'm changing everything up. I need to, this has, no. And so, yeah, then I found the Fandom Menace. And yes, for a time, I am there. And it's like, I see Odin's movie blog. I see Geeks and Gamers. I see freaking Jesse Milestone. Jesse Milestone and Mecca and them were like the third and fourth that I saw. Jesse is a freaking firebrand, man. She is one of the coolest people I've ever seen on YouTube.
Yo, she better never cut her hair.
If she
part of her thing,
hair into a different style,
I'm done. I'm done now. She's great, man.
Like, put your hair back, or I'm unsubbing your ass.
No, but yeah, at first glance, I have sicko buddies. You know, I live in Daytona, but they're all good guys. And I showed them Jesse, and they're like, "Hey, you need to sit down and watch this." And it's like, "Oh, who's this SJW looking B word?" I'm like, no, that's just California, man. Check out what she has to say. And by the time they watch one of her videos, they're like, okay, she's one of us. You know?
Yeah. And it's like, holy shit. And I'm watching these four, and then I catch Josiah, and I'm like, who's this guy? Honestly, that was my very first impression of Josiah. I'm like, this
he seems okay.
Huh?
He seems okay.
He is. He really is. He's a nice guy. He's a great guy. I actually, he's a Tolkien fan like me.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
He loves Lord of the Rings.
You guys couldn't see when I was in my treasure room, but I have a big giant map of Middle Earth in there. Oh, I have a shrine to Star Wars mixed with Lord of the Rings.
Let's see if I
It's not a shrine. It's my man room. Nice. Put it in the fire. Throw it in the fire so I can see the room.
A one ring.
Uh-huh.
It's got some weight to it. It's not gold. It's not stainless steel. It's tungsten carbide.
Ah.
And it has the Elvish script on it. This ring is another tungsten carbide one.
Oh, there you go. I can see that one easier.
Yeah. And I actually after I saw Game of Thrones, I'm like, I would call this one the Ring of Drogon. Because he was a red and black dragon. Oh, nice.
If we're thinking, if you were to put it in context of just Lord of the Rings, would it be an elven ring, a dwarven ring, one of the human rings?
The red and black one?
Yeah, the one you just showed. If you had to force it into,
probably be
one of the dwarven rings.
No, it would probably be one of the human rings, one of the 9.
You'd be a wraith.
I'd be a witch king.
Oh, you want to be the leader, huh?
Oh, definitely, man. And then I got this one.
What's that? Oh, okay, cool.
Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
That's great.
Can I make a sick joke right quick?
Yeah.
The Infinity Stone ring, you know, it kills Tony Stark. He's not able to do it. So when you meet a chick, and she stimulates your mind and get a boner, she sees that ring. She's like, she knows that finger is strong enough to wield those stones. And what else can it do?
Well, let's try it out. All right. Full clarification, folks, because I actually did that. How you doing, Ambassador? I see you in the chat. I would not, unless they consented. To be completely honest.
Jesus Christ. She wouldn't be there unless she consented.
Supergirl casting by
one of the things too, Orange, I love how you get all these props and stuff like the trident, the ring and stuff like that. The thing is, when you get married, you don't have money for that. Just letting you know.
Okay, I've been doing this for a long time, and I finally have my own man room with all my cool Star Wars, Lord of the Rings shit. I have that now.
Yeah.
I didn't used to have that.
I have a spare bedroom in the apartment.
I need to spread my wings. They're like, we're moving into my new house. I need my Star Wars room with all my Lord of the Rings shit.
And she's like, my Godzilla room. Honestly, I want my Godzilla room, damn it.
Yeah.
She wanted me to sell my Godzilla stuff at one point. I told her, do you want a divorce?
You want to get thrown out a window, lady?
You want to know something?
Well, not that extreme, but you know.
No, of course not.
I said to her, it's like, if you're going to get rid of my Godzilla stuff, then we're getting rid of the cats. Well, then she dropped it.
Right out the window.
To answer this question in the chat.
I have a single story house, so out the window doesn't mean much.
To answer the story in the chat, or to question in the chat, unless you're talking about anything pre the previous season to the current season that they had, I would not know about any more casting. As for Supergirl, I did a 20-minute video that shows how they shot themselves in the foot with a shotgun.
They basically copied Superman's origin with the Supergirl on the CW show.
Basically, yes, they did.
Yes.
Now, anyone see Invincible trailer? No, I have not, Riot. I will check it out though tonight after I'm done streaming. I will say this though, to the Supergirl thing.
Supergirl girl.
I have no idea where that even came from, but
it's Freudian.
Yeah, it's called a Freudian slip, yes. But anyway, Supergirl. If you watch that show, you know exactly which side of the political aisle they are on. I mean, the end of the second season where they find out that the female president who played by Linda Carter was an alien. Oh, just please tell me that you're still a Democrat. And I'm like, yeah, that's your first tip off. Then they keep on going with the whole Democratic narrative. But here's the thing. Season 3, where Maggie is in the show and her father comes up and can't handle the fact that she's gay. And he's yelling at her, they're building a wall trying to keep us out. And it's like, wait, what? You guys are trying to take a dig at Trump. I know that. But here's the one problem that you made. Female president, Democrat, currently in your administration of your show. So in that twisted, fucked up universe, the Democrats built the fucking wall.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I'm like, you didn't just shoot yourself in the foot.
We got to keep the roving bands of gays away from us. Build that wall.
You took a sawed-off shotgun, put it square to your freaking foot, and pulled the trigger. You blew your foot off. And then the rest of it was just calling out the rest of it throughout the other seasons. Their Starlight or Dreamlight or Dreamer girl thingy.
Stargirl?
No, this is in Supergirl. Dreamer or whatever.
Oh, Dreamer. Yeah, the one from the future.
Real dream energy.
Yeah, God.
She's a transgender, male to female, but yet she has a person in the future who's her descendant by genetic line. And I'm
so everyone in the future is mentally ill.
No, it's not that. It's like, how? You said you were transitioned as a child.
Oh, my God.
Read as a child. I'm telling you that right now.
Clone?
Who knows?
Failed clone.
I mean, if it's insanely in the
they're
future.
saying that her descendant is a direct descendant to her.
So
it's like
she's her own grandma.
It's like
Oh wow, that would be funny if she actually went from her time and into that time and lived.
That would probably be screwed up, wouldn't it? But here's the thing.
Hey, I wouldn't want to live in the past.
Don't.
But,
Never live in the past.
and Brainiac falling in love with her. It's like, I have no problem with all of that. I mean,
good going, Brainiac.
Well, it's
Brainiac falling in love is a problem.
He's too smart for that, man. Come on.
Exactly. I mean, this is supposed to be Brainiac, crying out loud.
Well, if you remember, they had things on him that made him more human.
Yeah.
Oh god, made him dumber.
Well, it didn't really make him dumber. He was still insanely smart, but it made it so he could have emotions, so he can hide.
Ugh.
Because if he wasn't able to hide, he would be caught.
Because he's not a likable bad guy, so we have to give him something to kind of root for.
Bad guy. He's He's one of the heroes.
Yeah.
What the?
Yeah, it's Brainiac 5, which is a descendant of the original Brainiac.
Yeah.
Oh, messing with the verse.
Which they did. Which they actually did, like Brainiac 6 in freaking Smallville, with James Marsden as Brainiac. I'm like,
do you think Joker is going to be one of the good guys in the Zack Snyder? Like, he'll see himself as a good guy at least. And we're supposed to feel for his dumb ass.
This Joker Snyder cut, where
Leto,
you could tell just by what he's saying.
I haven't heard his words yet.
We live in a society.
Is a distant memory. Isn't that right? Batman. I just love how Batman.
Could be just talking to him while in jail.
Okay, I didn't come on yet when you guys were talking about the Snyder cut. I don't give a fuck. But hey, you know what? I'll watch it. I'll sit down and have fun with it.
And look at things on HBO Max. When you have to go to the bathroom, you can pause it.
Yeah.
Now, Fire Stick, baby. Fire Stick.
Well,
if it's good, I'll subscribe. If it's good, I'll pay.
They're trying to get rid of conservative shit on the Fire Sticks. They're actually going to Fox News.
I'll find a way to see it. But if it's good, I will give him money.
You can always just do the 3-day free trial and then watch it and then cancel the subscription.
You get 3 days for free?
I got a 7 days.
Yeah, I think you get like a week 3-day trial.
Yeah.
I got a
hell yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You can just do the 3-day trial.
There's ways around paying it. You know.
No, I don't mind paying. But I'm not going to pay.
So much other stuff on there.
I'm just not going to pay to get it. And if I don't like it, like, well, whatever. Maybe I'll watch around on the HBO for a little bit and then get rid of it. If it's good, I'm going to watch it first. And if it's good, they have my full support for a year.
Well, I mean, it's the Zack Snyder.
It's
going to be
pay.
4 hours long.
Yeah.
Riot, that's going to be an interesting video. Make sure you tag me to when you do it.
Yeah. I want to... I still loved Zack Snyder's 300. That's always going to be my favorite.
That's a good movie.
Holy shit.
That wasn't fake. Those guys actually worked out, dude. Everyone says they wore shit over their... No, they worked out.
No, they had a... Actually, Zack Snyder himself worked out with them.
Yeah, man. That was badass.
Have you guys seen the show Dark?
No.
Oh my god.
Which show?
Netflix. It's on Netflix. It's German, but you can watch it with English
subtitles. Oh, I don't like dubs. I rather do subtitles, man.
Oh my god, I'm watching Reality Z on Netflix. It's got subs and dubs, and neither one of them match.
Anyway,
well, yeah, that's what happens.
There's
you ever see a Godzilla movie dubbed? There's why I don't like dubs.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, geez, it reminds me of Dark, the whole time loop where the daughter and the mom of her own is the mom of her own daughter.
See?
It's like, how the fuck does that work?
Some of these feminist women want to control things so much that they think they can fix their mom by becoming their mother.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh,
well, in that show,
it's crazy.
In that show, it literally happens, and I have not seen the 3rd season to Dark yet, and it's like, it got real fucking weird, man. Mom or the daughter is the mother of the daughter, or the mom is the daughter of the mom. And
oh my god!
It's like, what the fuck, man?
Psychotic
bang your
family porn.
What the fuck?
No.
That's weird shit.
I watched on Netflix was what was it? Lucifer.
Yeah.
Lucifer's great.
My
That's a good
girlfriend likes that show. Is it good?
Yes, it's very
not too
good.
bad. It's actually very interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, my old lady likes it.
I'll have to check it out sometime. Don't expect to see another 300 film if this or in this cancel culture society.
Yeah, no shit.
Fuck
Uh,
that.
Have you seen
Fuck that.
or have you seen the second or the other 300 film?
Oh God.
301?
No, the sequel, the Tides of War or whatever it was called.
No,
Oh,
I didn't see that. Is it good?
Mainly
It was decent. I won't say it's as good.
It didn't have the same spark to it.
the rise
It
of
had
the
a-
empire or whatever.
Hey,
Yeah,
it
right.
had a better sex scene. I'll give him that.
Right.
I mean, he just fucks her all around the freaking room.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, dude, get it, get it.
Well, he definitely Poseidon.
Basically Armageddon happens. The daughter grows up in a wasteland and meets a dude.
That's my impression of Biden. Oh,
Kid.
you smell so good.
Yeah, dude takes kid back in time to the 80s. Kid grows up, gets married, and has the daughter. It's like, holy fuck.
Ugh. That makes my head hurt.
Basically,
The fuck?
they go back in time, but they get stuck in that in that past and have
Yeah.
to live.
How you doing? Price is Right. Good to see you.
It's like something of like Back to the Future in the first one.
Back to the Future and getting stuck there. It's like, well, shit.
Take the
Because
long.
mom likes.
I was going to say that.
One
He almost
character
banged his
does have
mama.
to take the long way.
Yeah, exactly.
One character does take the long way in Dark because he goes back to fucking. You can either go 33 years or 66 years. He went all the way back to the fucking like pre-Nazi or pre-World War II Germany. It's like, oh fuck, and then he's put in a mental institution, and then you go back 33 years and he's an old guy in that time. Then he sees his son who has been missing from. It's fucking weird, man.
Jeez.
Yeah. And like, or freaking.
You should have to take a class before going back in time.
Yeah, you don't want to change shit.
That's like that. That's like that movie. You ever see that movie 12 Monkeys with Bruce Willis?
No, but I heard of it.
Yeah, he's sent back in time to try to stop this catastrophe, but they put him immediately into a mental hospital.
Everybody's
If you haven't seen it, you need to go see that. You need to watch that movie.
Putting the StreamYard link in public, it's like, I did it on purpose. I literally put the StreamYard link on Twitter.
Hail, motherfucker, hail.
But if you freaking start spamming my ass, you're going to find that a very rude introduction as you're never allowed on my channel again.
Yeah, see, I'm not like that, man. I'm trying to build an audience, not isolate people.
Yeah. It's supposed to be a female version of Neo played by Jessica Henwick. Keanu Reeves is also rumored to come back. I believe he's filming it. He was filming it before the whole pandemic, and during the pandemic, they had fucking Trinity flying.
Wait, didn't she die?
Yeah, I would love that to be explained too.
Yeah.
They should never have done a Matrix or a fourth Matrix film.
I guess we'll
They're
see
out of
how it is
ideas.
when it comes out.
Yeah.
Is Keanu coming back?
This one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck it. We'll see what it looks
That's what I'm
Give it
wondering.
a
Like,
shot.
He's going to be the big bad guy in this one. Is it gonna
I
be
want to
the
see
agent?
Keanu Reeves back in a Constantine movie.
They are doing
Marvel?
a direct sequel.
They are. Now we'll have Keanu Reeves stuff.
Yeah. Keanu.
Really?
Sequel. Yeah. Yeah.
It'd be interesting.
Let's get Tom Ellis to play Lucifer then.
Lemon Dark being
I know
disrupted.
the actor from DC
Unfortunately.
Legends of Heroes of Tomorrow did a good job.
Wait
as
a minute.
Constantine.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry to be rude. Lucifer is a Marvel character?
Lucifer is
Yes.
well, he's called Mephisto in Marvel.
Oh, Mephisto? Okay. So he's
Yeah, but-
Mephisto.
No,
I
well,
might check that
no,
out then.
Lucifer is actually on the DC the multiverse.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
the devil is in every freaking universe.
Yes.
No, I didn't know. I thought it was just a show about Satan, and my girlfriend liked it. I'm like, what the fuck
No,
are you
but,
watching? Like,
No,
oh, it's actually cool.
It's more
Look,
than that. It's actually a
the
detective
show
story.
Lucifer is kind of more interesting because he's exactly what Lucifer is. He's not the devil. He's a fallen angel.
all I meant was I didn't know it was a comic book character.
There's oh my god, there was this book I read. I can't remember what it was called, but it basically everybody says the number of the beast and this and that, and Lucifer is the fallen angel and this and that. And there are a lot of people nowadays says that the beast is Lucifer, right? Well, it's like, no. The beast is literally the darkest beast of the pit. That Lucifer is down in hell, basically keeping tied up, because if it gets loose, even he couldn't stop it.
What about this? Here's the theory. Now, everyone says, or at least some people say, that the kingdom of heaven comes from within. What if all this evil shit is just from within as well, and it dwells in your heart? So you're good or bad, but it's ultimately you inside you.
Yeah, everyone.
Yourself,
the argument is,
my opinion.
Yeah, the argument everyone creates their own heaven, their own hell.
Yeah, I have some really miserable friends, and you try to give them advice, and they just seem locked, and they're like, "No, I have to live this way." So I don't want that in my life. Stay away from my family.
Yeah,
but
I understand.
other people, and being able to take criticism and your friends really try to communicate with you. Like, look, sometimes we all need to be corrected, and it's how we deal with it that creates our own heaven and hell. You know what? I created my own heaven. It's called my man room with all my Star Wars and Lord of the Rings shit. I didn't have this 10 years ago.
Didn't become Satan. Christianity just called him Satan.
Yeah, because
I wasn't getting religious, but our day-to-day happiness depends ultimately on us.
Exactly. And here's the thing. The way I see religion, I'm a Catholic. I've read through the Bible, Old and New Testaments. Don't understand a goddamn bit of it.
Yeah,
because
some of it
I can't reconcile with my autism. It's like when I read the Old Testament, because when you're in jail, you have a lot of time to yourself.
That's when I read it.
I grabbed a Bible. I'm like, Jesus Christ, there's a lot of incest in this damn thing. And
I made a lot of notes.
And yeah, I even crossed. Sorry. But yeah, I'm like, what the frick? What the heck? Lot and his daughters. It's like, what the?
Yeah. The whole thing isn't for me, but there's even anything that we don't understand, there will always be something that you can get from it.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of stories. Like, I can't judge Stephen King's It because of all the kids fucking that girl at the end of the book. And
yeah,
when
the first gang or the freaking.
But the story ultimately is great.
Yeah. Except for that one thing, the story's great.
Yeah.
But it's like,
art from the artist.
I read that
art from the artists.
I read in the jail. I read it in jail. And I did not know that part was in the book, because it literally takes place at the end of the book.
No, it's in the middle before it comes back 27 years later.
Yeah, but they have it at the end of the book. At least in the book that I read.
If you're talking about it, they don't bang her again as adults.
No, but that child part where they do bang is written.
That's in the middle of the book. Middle of the book. The entire first part of half of the book is 1953, with some mixes in there. You know, and then they go back. There's memories and stuff, and then but
that part. I remember reading that part at the end of the book because they never went over, or because at the beginning or in the middle of the book,
I think he mentions it again, but
it gets more detailed, basically, where they are writing the whole sex shit out, and it's like,
I guess he's out.
Yep.
Peace, brother.
And I gotta say, man, when the dialogue in that scene, or in that disgusting scene, shall we say, it's like,
it's not how it's meant. It doesn't read that way.
Teach me to fly. It's like, no.
Come on.
It's like, what the fuck? First off, you guys are all freaking grimy and mudslung. Why the fuck are you fucking? You're gonna get the girl.
We have to bond. Maybe
like,
in the
yeah,
sewer.
you're in a bond, but would you rather that she has a freaking yeast infection or an infection through her cooch? No offense to any women, but it's
Listen.
like, what the fuck?
Right, you guys are covered in shit and piss. The refuse from the city is all over you. Why not? Let's have an orgy, right?
I will say,
What
the movie Horns with Daniel Radcliffe was written by Stephen King's son.
Doesn't make him a good writer.
No, it doesn't, but that was a decent movie. That I actually thought that was an okay movie, and I'm like,
I'd have to check that out.
this is some weird fucked up shit.
I swear, Daniel Radcliffe after Harry Potter is in some weird movies.
Yeah, he stripped naked. He was fucking. He was doing all sorts of shit, man.
Listen, this Daniel Radcliffe kid, this Harry Potter, when he was done with Harry Potter, he's like, I'm not like this in real life. And he's a partier, and he wants to take some serious roles. He was in that one where he's a dead body or something.
Yeah,
on the
Swiss Army Man or whatever it was. Yeah.
I didn't see it, but from what I've seen, it looked like he's really trying to look, I'm a real artist, you guys.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do something cool here that's not nerd.
When I saw him in Now You See Me Too, it's where he literally has freaking Mark Ruffalo by the hair, and he's like telling him how he's gonna freaking kill him and freaking laugh while he's doing it and shit. It's like, holy, you know what? Fuck, dude.
You know, this kid, Radcliffe, he may have been feeling like, what if the public sees me like the nerdy kid from Superbad? Like, I don't want to be seen like that. You know, the guy in the end of the world, he's doing coke and there's whores everywhere.
Yeah.
The Seth Rogen movie. So he didn't want to be seen like him. So he's out there doing it. He's pounding the pavement. And I hate to say it, I think Pattinson is too. Like, he doesn't want to just be known for glitter or faggot shit. Excuse my language.
Doing Batman.
Excuse my language.
Yeah.
But he does serious things like, look, I'm a great actor. Give me a shot.
And he wanted to show that he had his range. Tom Felton.
Yeah, not just girly stuff.
Pretty good too. The kid that played.
I mean, people were scared of him being Edward when he was Cedric. They were like, oh no, not Cedric Diggory. He was horrible in Harry Potter. Don't make him be our Edward.
Yeah.
And then he knocked the floor with him.
I've seen the Twilight movies. I actually own the physical copies.
They got the perfect actress to play the girl. You know, very bland.
Yeah.
Just like she's mentioned in the book, a very bland, average girl.
I watched part of the first movie, and you're not going to like me for this, but I like her because she's bland.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's your girl next. That's your girl next door that you want to bang when you're a virgin.
Because they said in the books there was nothing special about Bella, unlike the other girls at the school.
I'm like, sign me up, baby. What are you doing Friday?
Out there, but only if she becomes a fucking vampire.
But they
don't marry her though.
Jacob was like a total little shit in the books where people hated him, but then in the movies it was a hello.
Yeah.
They changed his character. They made him more of like him like the brother.
And how many people have unsubbed from me because I've admitted to seeing the Twilight movies and reading the books?
That's why you have subs.
I mean, heck, I read the books before they were actually popular. I was just finishing reading them, and then I come back and I was like, wait, where did all the Twilight stuff come from? I just found this book. It wasn't here when I left.
Are the books better than the movies?
Or The Brief and New Life of Bree Tanner, or whatever her name was. The girl from, or the one in the third movie that gets killed at the end.
The third movie.
They didn't really flesh the character out in the movie, though. But a lot of people were curious about that character.
Or a different character.
It's kind of cold in Florida. Otherwise, you'd be able to hear the crickets outside. I'm just playing.
Hey, I don't want Batman glittering in sunlight. I know, right?
I don't think he will. I don't think he will, though.
I think instead of making him the Batman, they should have made him Batman Beyond.
They should
go with the Michael Keaton thing.
Yeah,
because that would have been so much better. Because he looks like
they might.
Tim Drake, I think, is
Michael Keaton.
Terry McGinnis.
Terry McGinnis, yeah, he looks like him. Like when you saw that image where he had his hair down, and had the eye makeup, even though it was for the mask. You go, okay, that is Batman Beyond.
Hold on. Let's go back to Pattinson real quick. What if, because Joker did so well with $50 million, and how much did it make? It was a good movie.
55,
What if the Batman, they're making it very generic sounding. What if, give him a $50 million and see what you could do with Batman. You got a good actor, maybe, and you got some other guys, and do a Batman that's just as stripped down as Joker was.
Maybe we'll see. This is his year 2 of
we'll never see. Yeah.
This is basically he's still
year
new,
1.
but he's been in there for a year. I will be right back. I need to get something to grab a couple cookies. So I'll be right back.
I thought you were about to have explosive diarrhea.
Oh,
oh, I gotta go, you guys. I'll be right back. I've never seen Orange Man's face before. He kind of looks like my brother-in-law. A little bit. Not my brother-in-law wears the same type of hats and has the same type of shape of face and beard, but not orange. So that's the only thing. That's what. It's kind of his thing.
Well, that was fast.
He already ate his cookies. Oh, he didn't hear me. Good.
What did you say?
Yeah, nothing.
She's like, that girl was like, that was fast. And like, yeah, he already ate his cookies. What you got there?
They're oatmeal raisins.
Prove it.
You just showed it.
Oh, those are good. Yeah. Enjoy.
Accidentally.
I'm a chocolate chip man. I'm a chocolate chip man myself, but raisins always good too.
Well, the place that I got them also do the chocolate chip burgers too.
Please don't talk when you chew. Mm-hmm. Just play it.
Hey, Mongo.
Well, here's
Hail Mongo.
Here's the link if you want to come in, Mongo. Anybody wants to come in? Like I said, this is open invites.
Yes, get in here and do some work.
Boobs are cool.
Yes.
Hail. Get that guy in here.
That's Megan.
Or gal, whatever. What you gotta do?
Price is right.
Yo, what's up?
What's the next item up for bids?
My next lineup for bids?
Yeah.
Is well, tomorrow is my friggin' versus stream with Geeky and Mads.
Which one is that again?
Yeah, it's the Grindelwald versus Voldemort. Nobody else decided to want to come along.
Well, I could, but if my StreamYard would actually work this time at work, it'd be much easier for me. But I hate StreamYard sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, it's working fine right now.
Well, I'm at home now. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I said, when I did the last couple of streams with you guys, it was a specific spot at my work where their Wi-Fi is actually good. But the place I work at is kind of in the middle of middle of nowhere truck stop kind of area, so it makes it harder to do streams, which I'm really pissed about because there's like 2 of those streams that I really want to be a part of, and I'm like, are you kidding me right now? So I'm not mad at you guys. I'm just mad at StreamYard. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Yeah.
Well,
right.
Mark, especially the Breed of Arson and the porn star versus. I was like, you gotta be kidding me! I was ready to have a real raunchy fun night that night, but I'm like, I hate StreamYards. So I got a question for you guys. Did any of you guys see the new premiere of Superman and Lois yet from CW?
I have not yet. I've heard
it was surprisingly good.
Yeah, I saw it just last night just because I'm a huge fanboy of Superman. Orange already knows, but yeah, I saw it because I want to give my take on it as far as from a real Superman fan. And yeah, it's pretty decent so far, but at the same time, just like Disney or all the woke stuff. CW is notorious.
You're on your guard.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to watch. I was like, oh god, CW, they already fucked up Superman in the Supergirl series.
Mm-hmm. So my
boy.
Yeah,
there was a lot of. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just going to say my mindset is I'll enjoy it, but I'm having a sharp eye on CW themselves to see what they do later on. So I'm just hoping this one show is like The Mandalorian for CW, where it's like F you to wokeness and say we want to keep Superman the way he is. That's what I vote for. Yeah.
Can I ask you, is Superman good in this show so far?
Superman himself is good. He's decent. I forget. I can't
not the actor. Not the actor. Is it written well? Character. Like he's a symbol of hope. He's,
yeah.
You know,
oh yeah,
and he's got the old action comic suit, right?
Well, he starts off with that. Well, the basis is he starts off with it's called the Golden Age suit. That's what he's wearing.
Yeah.
But then he evolves into the current suit he wears now. But yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah.
Did he age in between suit changes?
Not really, because like I said, because his solar radiation basically heals his molecules, so he's not really aging that much.
Well, that's good to hear that they're getting it right, because everything I was hearing, like when people were just watching the trailers, we were like, oh, here we go, they're going to ruin Superman now.
Yeah, so like I said,
it's good to hear that it's good, you know.
Yeah, just like Jeremy said from Gangster Gamers, I'm on the same page. I'm cautiously optimistic about the show.
That's the perfect term for it.
Yeah, my biggest hope is it becomes like The Mandalorian for comic book superheroes, where the one hero that Wilkers can never touch is my beloved Man of Steel. That's all I want.
Yeah, Superman. For me, I grew up watching Superman. I love Christopher Reeve's Superman, and everyone shits on Man of Steel, but I watched it once when it came out. Yeah, I didn't like it. I watched it about a month ago. I'm like, it's not as bad because you're being fed a lot of detritus from the internet telling you not to like it.
Yep, I agree. That's why when I saw it, it has a little bit of a darker tone to it, which is I agree with, but it does still have a lot of nostalgia things we know about Superman, like his kind demeanor, his chill personality. We're talking the
fucking Boy Scout, dude.
Yeah,
Henry Cavill's a good Superman.
I like that Boy Scout. I like Superman.
But the best part is
somebody to look up to.
Yeah, the big thing I like about Superman, because the first thing that kind of caught people off guard about the movie as well is the whole handcuff scene where he's in the interrogation room, and someone says, "Why didn't you just break to the cuffs?"
Microaggression. He broke the cuffs. That's a sign of aggression.
Well, did you guys know? Did you ever? Okay, have you guys ever saw Kill Bill 2?
Of course.
All right. That is one of the first times where I've seen a writer really bash into Superman. Do you remember the speech that he makes?
Yep.
About Superman?
When he's making that sandwich? When he's making the sandwich?
Yes.
And I think that's what turned a lot of people literally against Superman, was that he had that interpretation. And I think it was Quentin Tarantino who really wrote that. And it was an interpretation of...
It didn't turn me... To me, it reinforced Superman, because this guy is a bad guy. He's a bad guy. And of course, he's going to interpret something good to look evil to make you join him.
Yeah,
yep.
I think it reinforced the idea and the lore of Superman.
Yeah, but so many people lost that.
I fucking love Tarantino, dude.
Yeah. So many people lost that, and that's when I really saw people like bashing on Superman right after that movie.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't bash. I thought it was disappointing because everybody wanted Christopher Reeve, and the dude just died. You know, getting crippled, and like nobody wanted to see that happen. So, let's put out a Superman movie. Like, no, too soon.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually met Christopher Reeve once. Yeah, because he was I think it was 2012. It was before I joined the military, and I used to live in California. I was walking down Hollywood Street, and he was doing like a special event or something like that. So I got to see him in a wheelchair. Pretty chill dude. So soft spoken, but he was a pretty cool guy. Very nice.
What year?
2012, because he died in 2014. Yeah, 2012 was the year I joined the military. So I got to check him out. Hollywood Street. It was cool.
Wait, you joined the military in 2012?
2012 to 2015, yeah.
Oh, geez. Make me feel old. I joined in 2002.
I'm going to be 32 this year, so.
94 to 2000, baby.
Hey, man. It's always a pleasure to meet a fellow brother here.
Hail.
Yeah. But going back to what I was saying, yeah, The Man of Steel was a good movie, but it had its problems. But I thought it was a generally good movie. But I was going back to what I said about the handcuff scene where Superman doesn't break the chains, and I said, well, he's not Superman because he can break the chains. He's Superman because he chooses not to break them.
That's right. I don't want this on me. I'm not going to hurt you.
Yeah. So you kind of basically try and gain the trust of the American people, and that's what I like about that. But seeing this in Superman and Lois, it's kind of a new avenue for Man of Steel because now he's a father. He has to learn how to be a hero, but also be a father to a family.
I didn't know that. I didn't know he had a kid already in the show. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, in this new series, he has twins, two boys.
Oh, are they super babies?
Yes, they are. But here's the thing, though. One of them's kind of a cheery, cool guy, like a nice football player, farm boy. But the other one's kind of a anti-social kind of person. So it's kind of a.
Oh, you have Leonardo and Raphael.
One's a prick and one's not.
Yeah, and so Superman has to, like I said, learn the superhero, but also become a father, which is pretty cool. So it's kind of a new way of looking at the Man of Steel. Like Superman.
It's a great way to look at fatherhood too, because I have two sons,
exactly. Mm-hmm.
And one of them's like me, and the other one is like me in another way.
Mm-hmm.
And so, the one that's more rebellious, I have to apply because I was there at one time.
Yep.
So and sometimes you come head to head, but like and I hate to use a stupid analogy from another franchise, but with great power, you have to be a good man.
Great responsibility. Yep.
Oh, you finished it for me. I'm glad I didn't have to say
it. I've seen Spider-Man, but I hate the character. I don't like Spider-Man. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. But it's the same thing. Superman's even more like he's godlike to humans, and just I don't know, man. There's something about Superman. No matter all the things he can do, no matter what he can solve or people he can save, he was not able to save his father, and that humanizes him.
Yep, and that's the thing about
Superman's he's my guy.
Yeah, and that's always been the misconception about Superman is like a lot of people are saying we can't relate to him. He's a godlike being. Like, yeah, you can. Just like I say, we're now experiencing him being a father. So it's like, yeah, we can relate to him. Every father who's out there, every father
stupid.
out there.
And I'm gonna let go of all my love right now for Superman. If I was at the gas station or something and he stopped like a wreck from happening, as soon as he notices me, at me running up to him and full body hugging, my legs around him, like Superman. Thank you, man. He's like, thank you, but don't kiss me, okay? We got a pandemic going on.
Okay, so you guys being big Superman fans, what did you guys think of Batman versus Superman?
That was a bad worship movie. Just bad worship. Sorry.
I like some of the tone, but it's not. It doesn't really fit with the character so much. But it was just cool to see. It was just cool to see it. But as far as what the characters are and everything, like, no, thank you. I remember back in the 90s when Batman came in every form and action figure except his classic suit. I don't need armors. I don't need blue armors, yellow armors, red armor. I don't need all that shit. Didn't buy it. Give me classic Batman.
Right.
Well, the biggest thing. Well, the thing for me makes sense about it because, like you said, he's a human being wearing armor to try and fight Superman, a literal locomotive coming at you. So yeah, I can see why he's wearing armor. But yeah, I agree with it. There should have been more.
Oh yeah.
Right.
There was a lot cut out.
Well, the reason why I asked that because many people have said, and even Zack Snyder said, more people relate to Batman than Superman. And that's why they edited the movie that way. But a lot of people were really upset. Like I know Angry Joe from Angry Joe Show, he was flipping out about that.
Yeah, well, here's the thing about that. Zack Snyder even admitted to all of us in our interview that he doesn't get Superman. Because he gets Batman because he knows, like I said, he relates to Batman more than Superman. But that's why he and Christopher Nolan did Man of Steel together because Nolan knew Superman. He knows who's Superman.
Oh yeah. We lost a woman.
Oh, sorry. The token one.
Don't worry. Just keep going. We'll get more.
See you later, Geeky.
Okay, you gotta head out. Okay. Take it easy, Geeky.
Lovely image you put in our mind through the private chat. Not read that out loud.
Let's see real quick.
Yeah.
Oh my.
So I was going to say, because of Man of Steel, you had Zack Snyder directing it, and you also had Christopher Nolan producing it. So they had two sides of the same coin. So Nolan knew Superman, but when it came to Batman vs Superman, it was all Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder literally admitted saying, "I don't get Superman," so that's why he didn't really.
Because I know that got a lot of flack from a lot of Superman fans too.
Yep.
He really did.
Wow. You just got to weather it. Back then, they didn't trash the fans.
Nope, exactly. That's one thing I respect about Zack Snyder.
Talk our shit and then learn from it, but you don't blast back at people. That's not professional. That's not how you make money.
I agree.
Yeah,
let people have their opinions.
Right. I swear though that like when it comes to like Disney and like the people writing stuff on Twitter for Disney, I swear they love the drama. They do this on purpose, I think.
Yep.
Because ever hear the term bad press is better than no press at all?
Yep, I know.
Have you ever heard make a good product and it'll sell for 40 fucking years?
Yeah, well, I swear after the Disney family like sold their shares, I mean
these motherfuckers are so short-term thinking.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Make something truly great that people love, and you will from the heavens. The money will flow for fucking millennia. They'll be
well. They don't see. That's the thing. They don't see a millennia. They see their own lifetime.
Oh, they think that when they die, the world ends.
Pretty much.
Or when their time is done, when their professional life is done, then the world ends. Like that's sissies.
Yeah, I think that's why Kathleen Kennedy just can't let it go.
Nope.
Like,
oh my god.
Here's my argument. Even if she is done with Lucasfilm, she'll just go on to another position within Disney.
Yep, pretty much.
You know it as well as I do. You know,
just get the fuck out of Star Wars.
Well, yeah, it's
kind of a weird mess. But
the thing is, I think she'll just put in somebody just like her.
Disney has never been an innocent company.
Well, no, of course.
And people are like, "Oh, people aren't getting paid." Oh. I knew that 20 years ago. People don't get paid at Disney.
Well, yeah, of course.
People were happy at Lucasfilm with Big D Lucas. Lucasfilm employees were happy. They were happy. Despite all the hate from the prequels. Guess what? Prequels are classics now. You know what?
Like I said, I'll take the prequels all day.
You know what will never be a classic? Never be a classic. Last Jedi will never be a classic. You know why? The only way you could have saved that is put it in the movie saying Luke's family was killed when this little sea sucker, you know, that's the only way I could see a really good man, because I'm a soldier. You see your family killed and you might kind of regress in a big way. But then you're like the fucking Punisher, right? In the third act, you're a bad MFer, Punisher style. But that's not Luke. Luke needs to be what Luke was intended to be.
Hey,
symbol of hope. Hi, sorry, Rambler.
Hello.
Hey, what's happening?
Hi now.
Hi. How is everyone?
Happy. We're all happy over here.
Good.
Doing good.
Well, that's good. That's good.
It's happy time.
We're just talking about some random stuff. Talk about how awesome the new Superman Low is and how terrible Disney is.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I didn't see the new show, but I thought that it was like a clip from a 10-year-old show, because it was like, oh, this is nice. Wait, this is on CW? Oh, it must be like a decade old. No, this came out yesterday?
Yep.
Yeah, they're going retro. They're going Joker on this. You know, really stripped
baffled.
I'm cautious. What? I'm not, or I'm with everybody else who is cautious, because it's like, okay, you're giving us a good show. You're giving us a good start. And then 2 episodes in, you're still doing good. And then you're going to get to the 3rd episode where it's just going to be, Okay, now that we got you all thoroughly entranced, let's bring up the woke.
Not entranced, but I'm interested to see what they do.
Yeah, normally by the third episode, you can tell what type of a series the show is going to be.
Yeah, what the foundation will be. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This may just be the show where they're like, hey, let's get an audience back.
Yep. Like I said before, I hope this becomes like the Mandalorian for Superman. The only superhero that wokeness never touches is my beloved Man of Steel.
Okay. Now, didn't they fire somebody and then she started screaming racism and diversity? But the show ended up being good.
Nadria somebody. It's like
something like that. Yeah.
They wanted Pa Kent to be black.
Black. Yes. Race swap again.
And it's like, Kansas farmers just screams black. I'm sorry, it doesn't. You know?
I'm sure there are some.
It's not just because of the farmer. Yeah, it's just not because of the farmer thing. But like I said, they're well-established characters. You're just going to change their race. Like, come on.
Listen.
Dude. Yeah.
I'm thinking years in the future. I'm a long-term guy.
Yeah.
One day I may be too old to walk, so I'm not going to buy anything that doesn't have Superman in a wheelchair.
Wait. A Superman wheelchair? No, you'll be in Professor X's wheelchair.
I'll take it.
In all honesty, I personally don't mind when fictional characters are changed like that because it's an adaptation. I care more about how faithful the character, like the quality of the character is, rather than the actor portraying them. Really.
Yeah, I see what you mean. It's like saying if they recast Luke Skywalker as a half-shaved black lesbian, she better not be a symbol of hope and freedom and optimism.
See, my thing was, if they were going to do like a new Superman show with someone different like that or a race swap, like I said, I'm all about continuity, just like Ryan Kendall is. He's very, persistent about that. So I'm saying if you're going to have like
I just want consistency.
Yeah, me too.
Same here.
That's why I'm always against race swapping or gender swapping any established character that's already been established. Just create your own new characters. Like,
new
for example,
characters.
So
something that will establish. Yeah, like
because
I said,
Stan Lee said the very same thing. I have no problem with making gay characters or trans characters or this character or that character.
Just make them new. Yeah, make them new.
Because when he heard that they changed Iceman to gay.
Not gay. He's not gay. I don't care. I have that comic. God damn it.
He's like, why did you guys do this to my character?
Yep. Because we hate Western civilization and we want the entire country to collapse one property at a time.
And then somebody asked him about the freaking Spartan. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yep.
I don't think he dropped the F-bomb, but it's God.
Oh my God, I'm offended.
Probably the best example about trying to turn characters gay or something like that is Captain Kirk. When William Shatner's like,
no,
hell no, you're not.
He's not.
Hell no, you're not. Yeah, hell no, you're not.
What if?
I'm alive.
Hold on.
William Shatner just raped on him.
Kirk being bi could just mean that he has sex not with just human women, but alien women. So that's like a bi.
No, that would be Pam.
Pansexual, yeah.
Yeah.
It's still female.
But you get my point though. It's like they're trying to make Captain Kirk gay or bi. I'm like, and then like I said, and William Shatner's like, hell no, you're not. So.
Yeah, he don't like it either.
The Godzilla 98 made Godzilla hermaphrodite.
Yeah, that's true.
Who gives a shit?
Everyone loves that.
No, I'm not.
We don't talk about that. We do not talk about that movie here.
No, critically acclaimed movie by Roland Emmerich.
1998.
Godzilla 1998.
Stunning and brave. There's a great porn scene between Godzilla Whatever the fuck that
What the
thing is.
hell are you talking about?
Who brought up
Did you see? Actually, did you
It
see
was a
about the
touching
porn
love
parody
scene
of,
between Godzilla and Gojira. You'll never, you can't understand it. You're all bigots.
Oh, geez. Well,
touch it.
See, in Japan, they made
I am proud to be bigoted against giant lizard sex. Honestly.
Listen.
Yeah, but here's
obviously you're not ready for giant lizard sex.
Wait, yeah, but here's the thing.
What's the matter with society?
There wasn't even sex in that. He can have sex with himself and reproduce. That was the worst thing about it.
Oh God! Nobody likes an asexual.
Stunning and brave Megatron. Jesus, man, that's just not even nice.
Was it?
Hey, on my home world, we had some asexual friends. All right, so don't judge too hard.
Oh,
Thing is, folks,
it's
people
cool
have
though
actually been doing
because
a
you can
lot-
have sex with asexuals. They just don't reproduce unless they do it to themselves.
The Braun cut.
Yeah, here's the thing, guys. There have
Genevieve is
been
looking
a
real
lot
hot.
of freaking
Now,
memes.
who are you going to cast for those roles? Who's going to be cast as Kong? Who's going to be cast as Godzilla? I'd be genuinely interested to know. If you know, maybe someday, you know.
I could come up with a few jokes, but I don't want to get Orange Hat here canceled.
Thank you.
Hey, Mongo, you should volunteer.
No. I think I'm doing people a favor by not.
Hey, they made a
doing
porn
that.
parody of Shin Godzilla, so
Yeah, I remember that. That's,
You guys are bigots.
weeks ago.
You guys are all bigots because King Kong is a protected class. We will have.
Oh, come on.
And so is Godzilla. How dare you?
Yeah, how
Now,
dare
as-
you? They're endangered species, you know.
As I was
Yeah,
saying,
Yeah, just
Come
let
on,
him
guys.
rip up the fucking city. It's his
Oh, yeah,
culture. It's his culture.
can I say something, please?
All
Please
right.
do.
A lot of people have been with the Axel Braun cut thing. A lot of people have been actually putting out these disgusting freaking fan arts of Godzilla and Kong kissing and shit.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, I've seen a lot of that.
I don't want to be scarred, man. Don't
It's
tell
so
me.
stupid. I
I mean,
want to see
Alfieri actually
hardcore gay porn
actually did
between
a video
Kong
on
and
it.
Godzilla.
She actually did a video on it, calling
It's
out
all
that
through
shit.
the eye of the artist.
Oh.
Dude,
You said you were going to be doing some videos on that, huh, Orange Hat?
The Godzilla versus Kong stuff? No, I said Altiori did.
Oh,
a video on it.
Altiori. Okay.
yeah, Altiori, yeah.
Altiori, okay.
Yeah,
Nah,
that's
I
good
heard
channel.
hard to hear
Man, that'd be an awesome, or that would be a treat.
Yeah, it should be awesome. I like her video. She's cool.
Yeah, she's great.
She is a great channel, guys. And any of you guys who catch this replay, if you're interested in 2.5 hour plus streams, sub to Altiori.
Yeah, totally.
She's a good
I
streamer.
am.
Yeah,
I like good streams.
Yeah, she even did a video. She even did a video request for me. She did the Godzilla versus Elk and Calgon from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, that's
Oh, that was you?
nice.
That was my video. Yeah, that was my request video. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
I mean, and Calagon, all he needs to do is just fucking step in Godzilla's death.
Well, there's one character. Well, I showed Altori is this Godzilla versus that Ender Beast from the Star Wars comics, the one that Darth Vader kills. You have the real comics yet? There's a Darth Vader comic where Darth Vader single-handedly destroys a big giant kaiju, like alien monster that literally just enslaves the entire planet pretty much, and he destroys it single-handedly. I'll send you a copy.
Oh yeah, and they worshipped him.
Is there at least one panel where Darth Vader attempts to choke the beast?
Yes.
No, what he did was the Ender Beast breathes fire, breathes atomic breath, whatever it does. Where he tries to breathe fire on Darth Vader, but he uses the Force to hold the beast's mouth shut and then blows himself up, pretty much.
Fuck yeah.
Just like
I gotta
Vader.
see that.
should be.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
guys, get this. Oreo is trending on Twitter politically.
Oh, nice.
What?
And all
Why?
and they only said 3 words: trans people
Mm.
exist. You want to know what my
congratulations? Hold on, let's have a big round of applause. Weirdos exist. Yeah, yay.
Yes, that's a factual statement. Yes, good job, Oreo.
And by the way, let's bring back that old metaphor about the Oreo, like with 2 black guys and 1 girl, white girl, or whatever it is.
Thing, guys.
Bring it back.
As I was saying, you did give them a response, but also I do acknowledge that trans people do exist because I have a few friends who are part of the trans community. Now, basically, my response was thus. Let me just highlight this thing here because I forgot exactly what I said.
I remember exactly what I said. I said, "Shut the fuck up and peddle your poison."
Oh yeah, good point. But it's like, yes, we know what's your point. Because just simply saying that trans people exist, I'm like, yeah, and what is your point?
So do aliens.
It's like saying the sky is blue.
Hey, guys.
You're telling us something we already know.
The moon causes the tides.
Yeah.
What? You mean that massive rock in space has a gravitational pull?
I didn't want to be the one to tell you, but buy Oreos.
No, I don't believe you. It sounds like you're making shit.
I am making it up, but I put it on Twitter, so it's true.
Ah, well, fair enough.
I mean, here's the thing.
It's a trend. It's an evil one.
Have you guys ever seen that show on History Channel about like how older structures were built? I can't remember what it's called.
Ancient Aliens?
I think so, yes.
Well, yeah, the ancient astronaut theory and all that.
Where they were talking about how the pyramids were built. You would need like 300 super cranes just to lift one of those slabs of rock.
No, that's not how they did it. This is like a show for people who have no understanding of engineering.
Well,
they formed it on site. They didn't truck the stuff in. They didn't lift up and put a big fucking star on the tree. They made it right there.
Yeah.
That's it.
There's even like evidence to suggest that there were these big ol', like I guess you could call them like water powered bronze saws to cut the stones into shape.
No,
like, there's evidence to suggest that in like the there's like these trenches not too far from the pyramids that were the perfect size for them. Some of the blocks have like these they almost look like recuts, like a cut was going in and then they moved it back and realigned it.
Yeah.
Okay, there's that.
I mean,
there's
one of my theories
is like they cut that shit on site. Like,
well, no, they formed it. It's like concrete. They set up scaffolds and things, and they formed it. They poured. I don't know. Maybe they didn't. I'm just saying it's a lot easier to accept.
Like we don't definitively know, but the point is there's ways that they could have done it.
They dug into the earth just like we do when we do archaeology. We dig into the earth and they use the dirt around them. Maybe there were mountains there before they leveled the desert to make these pyramids. Yeah. I don't know. I wasn't there. But well, how would you do it today? You would use everything around you. Like, okay, we can't truck in any materials. Once a year we get water. So there's how we use our gluing agent with these stones and just make it here. Or they use magic. I mean, what's more believable?
Magic.
Hail magic. Yay. Yay magic.
Speaking of magic, did you guys see that that video that Moist Critical put out just a couple days ago, where he and his buddies were trying to make fun of witches by doing this little egg test or whatever, and
if the egg breaks when you slam it on her face, she's a witch.
No, the premise was supposed to be you rub this egg all over yourself and then you crack it and spill it out into like this cup of water or a milk or whatever, and if it has blood, then supposedly you're cursed. And they were just going to make fun of it and say, oh, look at how stupid this is. But one of the guys started like dripping food coloring into the goblet, while everyone else was looking at it, and so it looked like blood was just exploding out.
Oh.
So he didn't have any idea like what had happened because he was in a dark room when all that happened.
Yeah.
So he couldn't see like the milk cratering inward. All he saw was like just red liquid bubbling out.
Have you guys ever seen La Llorona?
She did turn me into a nude.
Have you guys ever seen La Llorona?
I've seen clips of that.
I've heard of it, but I've
the
never
full
seen
movie. But
That is such a freaking scary ass movie, and it's such a good movie because they do the whole egg thing where you rub the egg all around the house, and if it comes out black, that means that there's a lot of evil in the house.
No, it means you live in the South, and the heat from the sun cooked the egg and burned the egg on the house.
Listen, just to hear it out.
I'm sorry.
And the mom is very skeptical. And then the eggs start, or after they've rubbed the eggs all over the house, 3 of the eggs start twirling right in front of her. Twirling, spinning.
Oh, sorry.
And then they blow up and spray their black goop all over the place. And the Spanish priest is like, ta-da.
Creepy.
Dude, the Spanish priest, or Mexican or Hispanic priest, whatever.
Goddamn conquistadors.
No, dude, he's played, or I can't remember his name. Let me look it up. But La Llorona.
Confess.
La Llorona.
Confess.
Cast.
Confess.
Yeah, sure. Raymond Cruz. Dude, he is awesome in a lot of movies. Seriously. But yeah, Linda Cardellini was very good in that movie too.
I love Linda Carter.
Seems interesting.
Not Carter, Cardellini.
Is she hot too?
Huh?
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to derail you.
Then there's Marisol Ramirez, who played La Llorona. Gotta say, she's not that bad looking.
Was she Italian?
Marisol Ramirez? I have no idea. Or I think she's Hispanic.
Oh, bring her up. Let's take a look at her.
Oh,
go full screen.
If I share screen, that will probably
get your butt.
Yeah, no naked stuff. I like using my imagination.
Of course you do.
Actress,
yeah.
Biography.
Hey guys, I gotta head out here.
All right, thank you.
See you later, TJ.
You, man.
Take it easy.
Hey,
press is wrong, motherfucker.
I'll talk to you guys later. All right.
Yep.
Yeah, take it easy, bro.
Man. Thanks for stopping in, buddy.
Take it easy.
Later.
Yep, no problem. Take it easy.
Ease.
Oh, so that's what you look like, Bryce. I never knew what you looked like, man.
Well, thank you. Well, I got a question for you. Did you see that tweet I sent you, or I tagged you to?
On Twitter?
Yeah, the one with Friday Michael versus Jason. Yeah.
Oh, I saw. I did not look at it yet.
Yeah, like I said, if you want to talk about a good versus stream or a versus video, that's probably the most badass video I ever saw as far as like a versus fight. Michael Myers versus Jason Voorhees was badass to watch.
Yeah, 2 people who can't, or who just have a hard time dying.
Hey, but it's still bloody and gory and badass too.
Oh yeah.
I gotta say, Freddy versus Jason was pretty good in some areas.
I enjoyed it. That hot chick was having sex in the cornrow maze. She was hot.
Well, I would say getting raped, but yeah, she was.
Yeah,
she was on top. She was on top.
No, she wasn't.
That's how I remember it, and I'm sticking to it.
You know what's a sad state of affairs? That movie is good compared to most of the shit that comes out today because everything is simple and leads into each other. It's not a good movie, but it's better than most of the things that have come out recently.
I would say it's not.
She was so hot.
No, I would say it's more action-packed than horror as far as Freddy vs. Jason.
It wasn't scary.
Totally.
It wasn't scary. It's just
Guys, stop for a second. Another trending thing, Mr. Potato Head. This is update. Hasbro clarifies that while the Potato Head brand and logo are dropping, the Mr. title, the characters Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head aren't going anywhere and will remain Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head.
I've seen that.
It's like, did you guys just see my fucking video? Because basically, in my video, I basically say, you want to know how we counter this? Get your fucking Mr. and Mrs. Potato Heads. Take 1 million pictures of them. Dote the fuck over them like they are your daughters on their 12th birthday, and you say, "This is my Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. They will always be my Mr. and Mrs. Potato Heads, no matter what these woke little bitches at Hasbro have to say."
What's that? All this is that they're breaking up the company from the Mr. Potato Head brand. They're going to potato person for the dollar store market.
Pretty much,
knockoff. It's the GoBots to the Transformers. There is a large audience for people who buy shit fucking products at dollar stores, and I love the dollar store. You never know what shit you'll find in there. But
oh shit, the Equality Act got passed.
The what?
Well, here's the thing. When it comes to the Equality Act, that's going to be a big thing for my dad's thing because he's a minister. That's going to be a big, huge crackdown on churches now because now churches are going to be forced to do things that they would normally never do as far as
government can't do shit. That's
not in this fucking country, homie. Nobody could tell you what to do, and if they threaten jail and you didn't commit a crime, fuck off. They'll try to do it in the media. The media rules all, but you have to fight.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, I'm all about fighting back. That's what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, as far as my dad, he's a minister. When it comes to the Equality Act, he's basically going to force churches to do gay weddings for those who want to do gay weddings. But like I said,
no, you can't be forced to do anything you don't want to do.
Yeah, and I agree.
Like, I don't care personally, but if a person doesn't want to do it, look, I'm not going to make a cake that shows a guy sucking a guy off with shit in his mouth. I'm not making that cake.
Yeah. So
I probably would just because I'm a creative person, but I can't bake for shit.
No.
You should be able to look. And here's the catch. Now they're trying to apply running your tax-free religion church as a business.
Yep, pretty much. And that's what I'm saying. It's going to be a big deal in my dad's church. Yeah.
Right. Which movie are you talking about?
But they're gonna try to flip it to make it look like you hate these people. Like, I don't hate you. It's just I'm not doing it.
Yep.
Me personally, I would.
I'm lost.
I'm not a religious person.
I haven't been really closely following politics outside of China for a while.
I don't do politics, but equality to me right now in 2021 seems like inequality.
Well, my thing is, like I said, me as a religious guy. My dad's a pastor, so like I said, the Equality Act.
Thank you.
Hey, what's up? But I was going to say the biggest thing about the Equality Act is basically going to force churches to, like I said, behave like a business, but while at the same time, a lot of churches are going to be, gunned by the, not literally, but gunned by the government saying you will do this gay wedding if they complain or whatever, and so a lot of pastors might be going to jail for it. Refusing.
This is still America. This is still America. Let them say whatever they're going to say. The people who know you and treasure you and know you're not like that will stick by you.
Oh, I know. Let's say
there's always haters out there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so I have the bill pulled up. I'm not reading through it right now, but the gist of what I'm getting is it's going to treat churches like a business, so it's going to tax them. And it's going to, as a result, it's going to prevent them from excluding people from their church. Because of their sexuality.
They're invading the church just like they did entertainment. Like, let us in here. We're going to fix everything you fucked up. Even though it was profitable, we're going to come in and fix everything. But what they actually do is ruin it.
The government can't do that.
Like I'm pro equality. As long as people aren't hurting anyone, they should have every right to do whatever the fuck they want, especially if it's behind closed doors. With that said, I think that extends to everyone. Freedom of religion. Sure, I may disagree with the zealotry of the homophobia that some churches push, but it's their right to do that. It's their right to be wrong.
It's not your right to invade them and tell them what to do.
Yeah. So if that's actually what's happening here, if that's actually what this allows, then I'm completely against it.
Here's the thing: all that church needs to do is sue the federal government and have it go to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has to interpret the law as written,
unless they just say fuck all the evidence. Fuck all the evidence. We're not seeing it. Just like they did with the election. Fuck all the evidence. You won't win.
Daytona, let me explain.
Sorry.
This law is unconstitutional because it is a violation clearly of separation of church and state.
Yep.
The government is not allowed to enforce or to impose any restriction on or to force any action upon the church. By doing so, that church or the government is held liable for any damages that is caused. Which, here's the thing, the government
Here come the Me Too's.
The government will be sued.
Listen, yes, I believe everything you're saying. However, from what we've seen in the past few years, they don't give a fuck about the Constitution.
They may not give a fuck about the Constitution, but here's the thing. We're already in a soft civil war, and it's heated up.
The media is going to make you look like a bad guy, and it's going to be the court of public opinion, which means nothing, or it's not supposed to mean anything, only the facts. And yes, we are protected by the Constitution, but is it being enforced right now? Is it really?
It's being shit on, but anyway. Moving away from politics, let's get back
into... Please, oh my God, let's get funny again.
Yeah, let's get funny. Nikki, how was your time away?
My bath, it was good.
Alrighty. The bubble bath?
Yes, a bubble bath, and then I made myself some dinner.
Nice.
I got tomato soup. Well, I'm still eating it. It's tomato soup and grilled cheese sandwich.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
If we're talking about bubble bath,
with some goldfish to go in the soup.
That's how you do it.
If we're talking about bubble baths, is there any brave man here who's ever taken a bubble bath recently or no?
Not recently.
I haven't taken
when I was a kid, I loved it. My mom had those little jelly ball things that looked like gum. Well, I ate a few when I was a kid, but that's how long it's been. But there was she had a whole thing of like different colored little bath balls, and they dissolved and made bubble bath. I loved that shit when I was a kid.
Well, I'm not talking about a kid. I'm not talking about when we're kids. I'm talking about grown adult men.
I'm a grown adult man, and I take every happiness and giving my children the same pleasure I had and the wonderment of all these goddamn bubbles everywhere. So it wasn't me having a bubble bath, but I gave my kid a bubble bath, and that made me happy. I know. It's past due for old Bert to have a bubble bath.
PlayStation reportedly downscales Sony Japan.
Maybe I will.
Oh damn! Sony in Japan just got downsized.
Oh.
Wow. Oh boy!
That's what happens when you lose money.
Yep, exactly.
The resale value on the PlayStation 5s are shit because they're being pirated before they can even get to the stores, so they're making less money. Yeah. The private owner who did that is making 400% profit, but the company isn't.
Wow.
Where's my PS5? Yeah. I'm not going fuck eBay. Like I'll buy motorcycle parts off eBay, but
nice guy.
I don't want. Listen, as much as I love Demon Souls, I don't fucking care I'll wait till the Slim comes out.
Well, be careful
when
though.
there's no demand for it whatsoever.
Well, just be careful. You might have scalpers take all the PS5s Slims before you even get released. Like I said,
fuck it. I don't need it. Not that important.
Yeah, like I said, there's no way I'm going to buy a PS5 for $6,000.
Oh, and let's hear. Has anyone talked about how awesome the browser is on PS5? I haven't heard one peep. I mean, a peep.
I have no idea.
Did your browser get any fucking better, asshole? No, it didn't.
I'm not even going to get into the new console.
And be able to live stream without even being on a game. Can they do that? Can I live stream on my PS5 without having to be to hide behind a game screen? Like, people are like, what was your live stream about? My volume was down. Like, we did a whole live stream because I don't know how you stream yours, and we just put a game on it and did a whole show. And all you can see is that little square in the corner. Okay. Continue on. I'm not buying a PS5 unless it can do what I want it to do.
Yeah, I'm not going to buy a PS5 for a long time until they figure out this stupid, scalper bullshit.
You want to know what I want? You want to know what I want a PS5 to be able to do? I want a PS5 to be able to freaking, I don't know,
suck me off.
Some sort of fast that would make it
graphically speaking.
I have often said I will not get a sports game like a football game until they can have their players look exactly like a professional player on the screen. Make it look like it is actually live action. Now,
bring back Tecmo Bowl.
Yeah, bring back exactly. That game was.
What about Mutant League Football? I played that on the Sega Genesis back in the day. Not a fan of the Sega Genesis, but I played that game, and we used to kick each other's ass, and we'd be nerds breaking our glasses, punching each other over Mutant League Football. Rock the ref. Yeah, but I'm with you. I'm not going to buy any of that shit until it's something that, I don't know, I'm able to connect with.
Exactly.
I'm waiting for the Harry Potter game. I was waiting since I heard it be announced.
Oh, yeah.
Did anybody play that, what was it, not the Fantastic one, it was before that, where like every human had like a spirit animal with them? A golden something?
Compass.
Golden.
Did you play that? That was kind of cool.
No, I never played it.
Yeah, I played a little bit of it. It was all right. Yeah, it was on PS2, I think.
I liked the movie.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I didn't know it was a whole long series.
Hey, real quick, I gotta step away from the mic for a second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Thanks for letting me know.
But since we're talking about games, probably the most games I have on my PS4 are fighting style games like Street Fighter, MK11. Probably my favorite one is Injustice 2. That's always
I'm not allowed to buy any more fighting games because my kid gets mad.
Oh, yeah? Why is that? Why is he getting mad?
Because I'm kicking his ass. He's 6 years old. He's my youngest. He's like, just let mom play. We'll play Mario Kart. He's like, you know how to play no more.
Wait, so when you play when you play with your wife, does she cheat?
Here's some entertainment news.
Nah, there's no cheating. I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Here's some
At least in my house. In my house, I'll whoop your ass. So I'm not allowed to play fighting games. Go ahead.
It was announced earlier today that Emma Watson was trending on Twitter because
she's not self-dating anymore.
No, her career is coming to an end.
She was retiring. Well, it turns out from ET Canada, Emma Watson is not
I like your voice.
retiring.
Oh.
Oh my.
So do a spread for Playboy. I'm pretty sure that will get your career back on track.
Okay, now this gives me. I have two questions. Is she going to become a man, or is she still self-dating?
Probably self-dating.
Oh yeah, she's the self-dating. I forgot about that.
She only has two choices in this culture.
Man.
Are you taking it, what a woman does naturally, or are you going to stay single with your cats?
Have 4 cats, I'm sure.
Listen, I got 1 cat, and that's enough.
I have 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got myself a stubborn husky dog over here.
There you go.
Yeah, so I'm pretty good.
This will actually get my watch time up to like.
I have returned. What did I miss?
Oh, watch time's going up now.
That's probably the most ironic thing about the whole Emma Watson trying to date herself. You're basically saying you're just going to be celibate. That's all she's basically telling all of us.
She's like, I ain't dating. She don't want to get me too'd.
No, here it is. Emma, they already have a thing called self-dating. It was called masturbation.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's a difference.
But here's the thing, though. She's trying to be, from my understanding, she's trying to be like a big towel. She's basically just saying, I'm not going to marry anybody. Don't want me to be too.
She's she's tired of nerds trying to fuck her at media appearances.
Yeah, so like I said, she's trying to be like a MGTOW, but we all know that she's not gonna last.
Hey Daytona, is that a lizard under your light?
Let me see. Oh, I should look over there.
Yeah,
it's a gecko. I have gecko.
Oh, that's cool.
You're in Florida.
Yeah.
You're in Florida. You have a lot of iguanas in your area.
I'm on my carport. Hey, hi. Hold on. Let me see if he's right there.
You look like you're right around a shack.
I know. It's my carport. My house goes in that way. This is the laundry room, and over there's my motorcycle, my cars.
Oh, what kind of bike do you have?
2001 Sportster Custom 1200.
Oh shit, that's nice. Yeah, I'm a big Harley fan myself. I just don't have a new one yet. That's pretty dope.
Funny story. If you guys have time, I'll tell you.
Go ahead.
I bought this motorcycle from a junkie.
Oh shit.
What?
Listen. I live in Holly Hill, which is like an offshoot of Daytona. It's like the real Daytona. But anyway, I was looking for a bike, and I came across this guy. My buddy Hannibal the Animal told me about him, and he was looking to sell his bike. He said he wanted $4,000. So I go look now. I go looking online to see what they're worth, and I started learning a bit. I said, no matter what he says, it's really only worth $25. So I said, yo, I'll give you $2,500, $100 a week until it's paid off. This junkie fucking agrees to it, and we meet up. We meet up down at the tag office. I had my first payment to give. I was going to give him $900 as a down payment. He took it as we're at the tag office to switch over the tag or the title.
Oh, damn.
So I was like, no. I just, out of that $900, I paid for the title transfer, and he's looking at me like, oh my God, he's stealing my bike.
Oh no.
Fast forward from so 2,500 minus 900. That's how much I stole him. Every week, that guy came to my house with a car full of undesirables, and I paid him until it was done. And then when it was all paid off, he's like, dude, you're the only person I've ever met that actually paid me what he was going to tell me. What I said I was going to pay him. And there it is right there.
That's pretty
And I got it to this day. Yeah. The dude was a junkie, but he had a sense of honor.
Like I said, man, the man was word. It paid it off, so yeah.
I also have a rather interesting junkie story. Although I'm not even sure that the junkie in question was even a junkie. I think it was just like a misidentification thing.
Oh no, this guy's a junkie.
Well, I live in Southern California, probably.
Okay.
But so this was at my first job. I was working at a restaurant at the time, and this guy comes in. He's got his backpack. He's shaved head, and I am live. Fast food place. Leave. Cease your bullshit. Sorry, my brother's being an asshole. He was like, "It's a fast food restaurant. Get your shit together." But yes, it was a fast food restaurant. My bad. But anyway, this guy comes in, shaved headed, and he's got his backpack, scratchy beard. And I've been told by some of my by some of my colleagues that this guy talks to himself sometimes, but I've never seen him do that. But anyway, he asks for the bathroom code so that he can use the bathroom, and then as he turns and walks towards the bathroom after we give it to him, I see this bottle of pills in his backpack, and I'm like, how did he get that? I know he's homeless. I've seen him around here. How did he get that? And so I turn to my coworker and I tell them this, and we start thinking, oh shit, he's probably doing drugs in the bathroom.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's selling them in the bathroom.
But no, it's like a one-stall bathroom. It was a small place.
Oh,
like
you could sell some drugs in a one-stall bathroom.
No, that's fair. But anyway, we get pretty slammed because it was about lunchtime, and then we noticed that it's been 30 minutes and we didn't see that guy walk out, and we kept an eye on that spot because
that sounds like Clerks. Don't suck any dicks on the way to the parking lot.
And we were keeping an eye on the bathroom because we thought that this dude was doing drugs, so we were like, oh, we got to make sure that he comes out of there okay, because he's a junkie, but he's still a person, Mm-hmm. And like after 30 minutes, we don't see him walk out, so we start thinking, oh shit, we start thinking that he overdosed in the bathroom. We start thinking there's a fucking dead man in our bathroom.
Oh wow!
So my coworker, buckles down and starts handling everything on her own, while I go into the back, and I'm thinking, fuck, do I call the police to, because we tried opening the door, but something happened. Like maybe the door got stuck, the code wasn't working. Bottom line is we couldn't open the door, whether we put the code in or not, and there was no key to get into the door. So we're thinking, oh shit, this dude locked himself in there and just overdosed in our bathroom. We're fucked if that's real.
Hold on. Listen, just let it go, and if you start to detect a smell, then do something about it.
Well, that's I'm not sure that you really want that when you when you work at that place, but
awful.
But anyway, so I go into the back and I'm thinking, fuck, do I call a hospital, the police? I didn't know who to call, so I just called 911.
You call your manager.
Well, we did, but we were like, hey, do you have a key for this? And she said, no, there's no key for that bathroom. The only way to get in there is with the code. So that's why we were forced to call 911. And the police arrive 15 minutes later, and they get up, they knock on the door, police, and they try the code and they jiggle the handle and all that. It's stuck, and then they wait a couple seconds, grab the handle again, and it opens.
Oh no!
And there's nobody in there.
Oh no! Oh no!
How the hell did he get out?
My coworker and I are sitting there going, "What the fuck just happened?"
Multiverse.
So we realized that there was a brief window of time when neither of us were looking, and we were like, oh, he must have left during that. And I felt so bad because we dragged 2 police cars out to our restaurant for a guy that we thought had died, but apparently had left the bathroom an hour ago.
I would say
that doesn't explain the smell.
Now that's one heck of a facepalm moment. Just like, what? Really? Wasting our time? Just facepalm.
He's up in the ceiling tiles.
God, I felt so bad for wasting their time, and it's just like, God damn, like, but I still
would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you.
Because
that's funny as hell, man. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, we legitimately couldn't get the bathroom door open. You know, we tried the code multiple times, and like the handle wouldn't even move. So you know, something busted with the door, but the police, they just had the genius idea of giving it 5 seconds and then trying the door without the code, and it just worked. So
I'm not saying anything, but when you were trying the door handle, did you have a limp wrist? Like, oh, it's not opening. Code, please.
No. We
just a little tag.
We were trying. I considered busting down the fucking door, but I didn't want to be responsible for that.
Yeah, it's not your property.
I would say
okay, so the cops, when they finally got there, they tried it and it was locked, and then all of a sudden it just opened.
Basically, yeah.
This is like the junkie Houdini.
Yeah, see, that's like what it feels like looking back on it, you know? Because like, you know, he tried the code and it didn't work, you know, and then he just grabs the door handle and opens it. Like, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, like I said, a facepalm moment. Just like, what? Really?
Yeah, I would refuse the facepalm. Like, had I actually tried to open it and became a deal, and it just opens, like, the fuck that. I fucking tried to open that, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
This is not, I'm not facepalming. Like, I don't know what this means, but I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, exactly. So I felt so bad either way. You know, I was like, man, I know it's not my fault, but god damn, I feel like I've wasted these guys' time.
You feel stupid, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It was glorious. It's hilarious looking back on it. But I remember thinking, fuck, there's a dead guy 2 feet away from me.
Well,
he's outside drinking his chocolate milk in his car in the corner. They didn't even see me leave. He stole a bunch of chips. Shooting up in his car outside. He's like, check this motherfucker. Here come the red lights. Here come the cop cars. He's just leaning back in his chair like,
munch. So I'll probably tell you guys my junkie story, or should I say a hooker story?
Everyone's got one. Here we go.
Well, Orange already knows this, but I work for a security company who does duty outside of a medicine distribution center. But before that, I was working for a gas station, and I was just sitting there doing my stuff in the gas station. I'm a cashier, just staying overnight. And next thing I know, I got 2 hookers coming into my gas station looking for cigarettes and stuff. And so one of the hookers asked me, "Would you mind buying that for me? Buying whatever packs you wanted." Said, "If you do that, I'll give you some in return." And what would it be? So she just flashed me herself. And I'm like, I'm the kind of guy who's not gonna get myself in trouble for some easy actions. So I said, "No, I'm sorry, I can't do that." So she tries everything in the under the sun to try.
Hold on.
2 packs of free cigarettes.
Please, what? Just pause, please. The demisexual in me says I'm not turned on by this.
Well, these 2 women are basically like hookers, you know, sidewalk hookers. I'm like, okay, I'm good, because even though they're attractive, I probably would tip that, but I'm not gonna get fired for it. But let's have
no.
So she offered to give me a BJ. She offered to give me all kinds of stuff for 2 packs of cigarettes. I'm like, I'm good. Well, I was trying to be polite about it. Like, no, that's not, I can't do that. But it was just hilarious just watching them just try to do everything for 2 packs of cigarettes. It was fun.
I got a junkie story too.
oh shit!
Another one.
Junkie trending.
My cousin and I were at Turning Stone Casino. I was running the war table, and he was doing something else. Turns out he was talking to a guy who wanted to sell a bag of weed. This bag of weed was basically the size of a human heart.
Oh, jeez.
And so it's probably what it ran for, I don't know, few $100. My cousin got this idiot who was so fucking high off of another stash to part ways with it for less than 20.
Wow. Yeah,
we smoked that bitch. We smoked that bitch.
A bag of that size. A bag of weed of that size, like as big as a heart, would be worth like $800 right there.
Yeah. And
wow.
when we got back from Turning Stone, we were blazing in a freaking empty freaking lot. And holy shit, man. It was like, damn, dude, this is a lot stronger than most of the shit I've had. Then we went to the local Wegmans and kind of raided their snack aisle.
I bet you did. Yeah, of course you would.
I had Oreos, I had M&Ms, I had pretty much freaking everything that I could get my damn hands on.
Nice. Oh yeah, like I said, I've had my share with the Greenleaf at my time, but this is before I got into the security company. But like I said, I would have my share of bongs.
Obviously.
So I would have my share of bongs and blunts going every now and then. It was good shit.
Bongs, bowls, and butts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In Germany, we would get this Turkish hash down in Frankfurt, and smoking, like, you couldn't just break the stick off of the hash. It looked like a Kit Kat, like one Kit Kat.
What about Mora?
And you'd had to burn it a little bit to crumble it into a bowl, and like that tiny amount of hash that fits under your fingernail. And when you're a soldier, your fingernails are short. We were fucking tripping and stoned for hours.
I can imagine you were.
Well, we couldn't do it when we weren't deployed because you get piss tested. But when we were in Bosnia and deployed, we smoked a little bit of hash. We had a good time. I was an electrician on helicopters. But you're not doing it at work. You're responsible. You know, when you're back at the fucking GP Large and you're a few buddies, you look over your pals, you're like, you do the nod. And 15 other motherfuckers don't even notice the nod. And then we all leave one at a time, meet over by the fucking library, which is just another tent with books in it. And then, yeah.
You guys want to hear another junkie story?
Well, I'm going to head out. But figured I'd let you. I don't want to interrupt the story, but
Mongo, before you go, I want to hear you sing the introduction to Cruella de Vil.
Like, that's funny. I was thinking that song the other day. That's pretty good. Yeah. All right. Oh man. Yeah. So if I mess up any of the words, we're not getting any grades here. So no one's grading me on the lyrics here.
I'm grading.
Just
voice. It's my first time being on a stream where people are singing. Please do.
All right, here we go. Cruella de Vil, Cruella de Vil. If she doesn't catch ya, then nobody will. Cruella de Vil.
Awesome.
Yeah,
it's been nice. It's been nice hopping in.
Hey, man.
Rivaling fucking Sinatra with that voice.
Thank you.
I think that's just Mr. Biggins, but drunk.
All right. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
See you later, man.
You have a good one.
Pal.
So now, this is no joke. This junkie story comes from while I was incarcerated. And you won't guess who the perpetrator was.
This should be interesting.
Sounds like Clue.
It was a deputy.
Junkie Clue.
It was a deputy.
Nice.
She comes in every time walking like she is a fucking robot. Like, stiff, and she's like 28 years old at the time. So that would make her around 32 now. I don't know if she still has a job. She's probably actually doing some time in the jail herself for getting caught. But anyway, she also has a cocaine ring.
Oh, there we go.
Where you open, you get your little sniff. She would leave 15 minutes before the drug sniffer dog came in.
Little Tootsie Risky.
And she would leave, or she would come back 15 minutes after the drug sniffer dog left. One time, she was walking by and she reeked of weed. And I'm like, why the hell do you smell like a weed farm? Shut it! And I'm like, yes, ma'am.
She's like, I smoked the weed to hide the cock on my breath.
Well, the funny thing is, when I said that, her lieutenant was on the block. And when anyone makes an accusation, even a freaking inmate makes an insinuation like that, the dog has to come in.
Bring it in, baby.
And let's just say that dog was ready to go off on her. And
really horny.
They were if looks could kill, I would be in hell right now.
Welcome to manhood.
Yeah, I know. I know. I know.
People want to carry you along your travels.
And it's like, but this bitch was seriously pissing off a lot of guys too. I mean, she was flirting with guys, because there's a couple of the female deputies that would actually freaking
bang guys.
They would do conjugal kind of bullshit. Oh yeah, they would take a couple of the porters into the broom cupboard, kind of. Well, it's more like not like a cupboard, but it's a huge freaking supply area. 45 minutes later, they were coming out with a lot
bright
of sweat.
Smiles. A lot of smiles.
Very big smiles, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Huge sweat and a lot of smiles. And I'm like, man, when you're in jail, you got to change yourself.
Yep.
Me, I had to change. I had to find ways to make myself laugh. I had to find ways to make myself freaking sane or stay sane.
I did that in the military.
Times where I was talking to myself.
I did that in the military when I right out of high school. I went in the military, and you got to do that.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry if you had to do time and stuff. And I'm glad you're a better man for it.
Well,
I was allowed to kill people.
Good for you.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I was an electrician, but we all trained for it. Like, I'm sorry you had to go through that, but it's part of our transformation as human beings to be stronger later.
Well, I will confess that I've killed people when I was in the military. At least 3 people. Yeah, when I was supporting.
Yeah, I got some really good friends that had to go through that, and I feel like I'm glad you're a sane human being.
Yeah,
even I don't feel sane sometimes, so I can only imagine.
Yep. I was gonna tell you my quick story about that because, like I said, I was deployed in Kandahar, Afghanistan. During that time, it was like a 10 o'clock at night.
Marine?
Army.
Okay, yeah. I had Marine buddies. My only Army buddies. They were on the airfield and stuff, but like it's constant work, man. You ain't sleeping.
Yeah, so like I said, it was a 10 o'clock at night ambush kind of thing. Me and about, I think, if I remember right, it was like 12 other people doing on patrol at night, and so we basically got ambushed. So we tried to call an airstrike, and the airstrike killed them, but took 2 of our guys with them, pretty much. So
there was a guy that's a friend of my brother's and my dad's.
Yeah,
he was in the Middle East, and basically what he told us, I think I told Price is Right this, or he was part of it, or the discussion that I raised this up, where one night it was pitch black out, and him and another was on a perimeter, and they had a heavy gun. And they start hearing the pattering of feet. So they call out, identify yourself and whatnot, or we will shoot. Well,
yeah, I remember that.
There's no pattern, or there's no identifying, but there's still pattering of feet.
Yep.
They gave one more warning, just to be courteous. Still nothing. Pattering of feet is getting closer, so they start freaking unloading into the pure dark. Well, then it starts to get lighter, and they just realized that they just slaughtered a herd of camels.
Wow. Damn. Yeah, you told me this.
I've heard stuff like that, because when I was in Bosnia, and before all the times I talked about before, this is a totally different story. My first time, they're like, okay, first timer, yeah, there's only 3 aircraft electricians, but you're taking your fucking turn doing guard duty. So I'm at the front gate. And apparently this kid brings his cows in. We call him the Godfather. That's how we got our liquor. But hush on that. But I didn't know any of this yet. But he's like whipping these cows to get them down the road. And he goes back for the cow in the back. You know, maybe 3 or 4 cows. And, you know, they're poor people. And this fucking cow blows up right in front of it. Fucking steps on a lamb. It blew my fucking mind. And like, did you see that? We have a guy with a rifle on the gate just for long distance, and he saw it too. But the kid didn't blow up. Like, he was whipping the cow, and then the cow exploded, and he's just covered in guts and everything. He got thrown back, but he gets up. About 3 months later, I got to meet him. I talked to him about it. He's like, I don't think about that, man. I don't take MREs. I want cash. That's when I started buying liquor from him. But so my first time. Go ahead.
I was going to say that he's basically been covered in cow guts, and then had to go home and change his own shorts first. And then
No. He went back to whipping the rest of the cows going down the road, and it was months later that I met him, and then find out that's the Godfather. He gets us our liquor.
Oh damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, man, first time I ever seen Red Mist.
Oof. Well, I'll say my time in Afghanistan was probably the most boring deployment I've ever been on, besides that one ambush. But yeah, it was probably the most boring trip I've ever been on for 6 months straight.
Yeah, but when you're there, you're not looking for action unless you're like out there to kill.
Yeah,
like, I didn't want to be deployed. I just happened to be.
Yeah, me too. So my time there was more, just like I said, breaking down the FOP, bringing down the base, bringing everybody home. But probably the best part about me being deployed with our big cigar club, we just had a bunch of soldiers from different parts of the world. They were just smoking cigars, shooting the shit, chatting about random things. It was fun.
We met a squad of out at the airfield. Once you finally get out there, some ragged looking Russian Marines were coming through. We're like, hey, you want some food? You know, set them up. And we did. That was the first time I ever smoked anything in my life. And it was Swisher Sweet. 22 years old. I wasn't a smoker growing up. I'm a chain smoker now. But I remember, and they're talking to us, we're talking to them, and we don't know what the fuck they're saying. But everyone's united over some food, a tiny bit of warmth, and cigars. Shitty cigars, but they were cigars.
Oh, the episode for the Yuffie Final Fantasy VII Remake is strictly for PS5 owners only.
I saw the promotional for Yuffie.
What?
Where she's
It's just a DLC. It's just a DLC episode, and it's strictly for PlayStation 5.
I'm glad they're not coming out with another $60 game, like another disc you got to get. I guess they'll do it eventually, but if it's just DLC, I think that's a good move. keep the story going.
Final Fantasy VII Remake is on Xbox as well, so that means only PlayStation 5 get it, not Xbox One.
It's also on PS4, which is how I played it.
Yeah, so it's like not everybody can get a PS5, so now you're just making it even harder for people to go,
but
really?
most people can't get a PS5.
I will vicariously live through YouTube videos. I don't want people talking over the videos though. Like, okay, I know how the story goes. I just want to watch it, and if I can't have it, then it'll be on YouTube.
Well, this is for Yuffie, so it's going to be her origin. You get to see where she came from. We know she came from the Wutai village.
Oh, it's going deeper. Okay.
Yeah, it's going really deep. You're seeing how she was brought up. Because remember, before all we know about her is she's just a young girl that's a ninja that loves materia.
Yeah, she's all right. I like her. I like everything about Final Fantasy VII. My favorite character is Red 13.
Oh, the like lion thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you actually.
You didn't get to play him. You didn't get to play him in the first one in the remake. He's his own thing. You can't control him. But I like this story arc. I liked despite being manipulated genetically.
Also, was Cloud.
He was a good guy. Yeah, I like Cloud too. I think part 2 will end when part two. Yeah, it's true. Part 2 will end. Part 2 will end when Aerith dies.
Yeah, and apparently, with the way the 7 remake is doing, they're doing a whole where the timeline is getting all messed up, where Zack Fair might be alive.
That's weird.
Yeah, they didn't really expand on that in the original game. There are some open holes in the story.
Yeah, well, they're having it where when you fought Sephiroth, something happened to where he doesn't die, but it's like
they're gonna add more to it. I'm glad that
do that because that messes up Cloud's story.
Maybe
him fighting like that is because Zack Fair sacrificed himself for him. If it goes, oh, by the way, hey, look, I'm alive. Oh crap, and I fell in love with your girlfriend. Well, I just broke the bro code.
Yeah, welcome to the fucking military, asshole.
Welcome to Soldier.
You're like, this shit doesn't happen.
That's something that's funny. Cloud was never a soldier.
Yeah, he's a faker.
I'm aware.
Yeah, he was. Well, he wasn't a faker. He was. He claims to be one because he's Zack's living legacy. Zack was a soldier. That weapon he's using is a soldier weapon. And if he's not
he feels guilty.
Yeah, but in fairness, he did impale Sephiroth when Zack, I don't think, was able to. So,
well, that's because he was
character arc. It definitely pays off in the end, but at first he feels guilt for not being what everyone thinks he is.
Well, what he feels guilty of is when Zack Fair sacrificed himself after the operation, Cloud wasn't used to the Mako transfusion, unlike Zack.
It doesn't have to be emo.
Well, actually, he wasn't always emo, though. That's the thing. He was kind of laid back, not really emo.
Yeah,
I know.
Like, when you go to the backstory, we actually see Tifa as a little girl growing up with Cloud.
By the time the story ends, Cloud is the hero that he didn't know he could be.
Yep. It's all because of his friends.
Have you guys seen the extended edition to Advent Children?
Oh my god, I love Advent Children.
I've only seen the normal one.
Advent Children before I played Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, I got it.
Played the original.
I got it.
So I was lost as fuck, but I still had so much fun.
The extended edition, Cloud does Zack's ultimate move.
Yeah.
He doesn't just go. Yeah, he doesn't just say, he does the Omni Slash, but the Zack Fair version of it.
Yeah. Also, you see Sephiroth bring out...
And Zack actually talks to Cloud in his mind. He's saying, hey, you need some help with this guy?
Mental illness.
Yeah, like a pep talk.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, a little pep talk. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I like that. Instead of Cloud, all of a sudden, like when he's impaled in the arm, like in the original, and getting thrown, and the extended, Cloud is impaled through the stomach and he's lifted up.
Oh wow! Well, confession, do you get
graphic?
I gotta see it.
Blood.
It's basically just like what happened to him in Crisis Core.
Yeah.
I was gonna say confession. I've never played Final Fantasy ever in my life. Actually.
Oh, he's bored. He's bored, guys. He's bored.
I'm not bored.
I've only played 15 and 7 remake. I like both of them.
God.
But I hear that half the games are bad.
No, dude, you know nothing. Go back and play Final Fantasy 2, Final Fantasy 2, Final Fantasy 6. Play
the first
7.
one I ever played was 9.
9's a goodie. Nine's a goodie. That's a good fucking game. I played that multiple times. I played it at least 3 times. I hate grinding. Like the first time, I'm happy with it because I've never seen it before. But after that, like, yeah, I get it. But 9, I did. I did that a couple times.
I didn't have a memory card, so whenever I had to go to bed, all I did was turn off my TV.
No, never turn it off. I've been there.
Well, it's because I didn't have a memory card. So
I had 2 fans on my PS2. I had 2 fans on it because someone stole my memory card. Like, fuck, I can't fucking save.
Final boss, the little girl that wears all pink was supposed to do jump, but the boss did a quick attack and killed everyone, including her. And I was like, well, that's game over. And he was 1 hit.
Okay, like, on the old PlayStation 1 graphics, am I the only one first impression of Yuffie that she had a fake leg? That's the way it looked.
Is it because of that weird arm thing she has on?
No, it's her leg.
No, she had an arm thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had an arm thing.
That's what she used to catch the ninja star with.
Yep.
Nice.
Kind of like Captain America with that magnetized shield thing.
They need to remake Final Fantasy 3, 6. You know what I'm talking about.
Well, Square Enix is making other things.
I have not played all the way through on 8 though. But my favorite Final Fantasy.
I beat Final Fantasy 8 on accident. The story is great, but I fucking hate the junction system because nobody's special. Like any character can just have anything you want to put on them. But the story is fucking phenomenal. And the final enemy, I'm about to die, and then I got Fury on me, not Fury, whatever they call it, when you just attack, you're forced to Berserk. And that's after, like, if I don't kill this motherfucker right now, I'm trapped in the Berserk. I put my controller down, like I can't do nothing, and that's how I beat the game. I barely beat that motherfucker.
Nice.
I love Final Fantasy VIII's story, but I want people to be more special than just, oh, you can make anybody any kind of thing you want. Like, I don't want that. 7, I like that because every character has their own thing.
Their own weapon style.
Yeah, and 9 was like that. 9's a great game.
Since we're talking about the PS5, what do you guys think about the new God of War and then Horizon Zero Dawn? That's what I'm waiting for.
I like Horizon.
I think it's really good.
Hey, right?
Yeah.
Horizon was really good. Hello.
What's up?
Who just said that?
I haven't finished that game yet. I always play it in like these 2-week bursts. I always come back to it.
Yeah.
But I haven't beaten it yet.
I suck at finishing games.
I was gonna say I really enjoyed the first Horizon Zero Dawn because the in-depth story is like it really engages you in. It's like, wow, I like the story. So
it's a fun game.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see what they do for the second game or part 2.
I really enjoyed Days Gone. Did you play that?
I played bits of it, but not the entire thing. But yeah, it's a pretty good game.
Yeah, I did that 2 or 3 times. I don't play games because there's not a lot of grinding involved. Like the first time I play an RPG, sure, I'll grind the shit out of it the first time, but how much is that replayable? Like,
yeah, true. I would say the probably my favorite MMO or grinding kind of game like that would be Red Dead Redemption 2 because I'm a big fan of westerns and history stuff like that. That's
I
one of the
really
games.
enjoyed the first one. That's a great game. I haven't really gotten into the multiplayer of it.
Yeah, the multiplayer is like pretty awesome.
I haven't finished it, but the first one I played. Oh my god, all the time.
That was so much fun game. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good game.
Yeah, I like the multiplayer where you can actually just make your own story, so to speak. So it's like when you're progressing and grinding for all your stuff, it's like you just create your own environment and story. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, you can play the game however you want.
Yeah, so that's one bummer thing about not me getting a PS5 because, like I said, with all these scalpers, but those two games, Horizon Zero Dawn and God of War, the new one coming out, I was like, damn it, I have to wait to get a PS5 just for those games. But I hope that they have the God of War and Horizon Zero Dawn 2 on PS4. That'd be awesome, but probably not.
Speaking of RPGs, I've been obsessing over the idea of I guess you could call it like a historically authentic pirate RPG, where like different grog would increase the boldness, which would be a stat, which it would increase their like their morale. Like there's a morale system that increases the effectiveness of your crews, but it decreases their dexterity. You could record clips and upload them at like the hub or whatever. And
there is a. I was gonna say there is a game that's similar to that. It's called, I think it's called Atlas or something like that, or something at sea. But there is a pirate game like you're talking about. I forget the name of it though.
Yeah, but it's like a fully dedicated RPG, and it's like it would obviously take like elements from like Assassin's Creed 4, which is where I got the idea because Ubisoft's coming out with a new game that's just Assassin's Creed 4 but shinier.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, new pirate game, Ubisoft. And then I saw like the animations, and I was like, those animations are in Assassin's Creed 4. You did not fix shit. All you did was make it shiny.
But I do get. Yeah.
But not to bash on Assassin's Creed 4. I love that game to death. It's just when you have 10 years to work on something, you should ideally improve upon it.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like I love that game, but I would love to have the option to be able to do a rolling broadside instead of just firing all guns at once. Because like the way battles would be fought back then is because there was a phrase, "Fire as she bears." When the guns line up, the individual crews would fire their shots one at a time. It's done a lot in Master and Commander. And I wish that was an option, so that instead of wasting, I can hit the enemy, but I don't have the opportunity to get a full broadside, so I only end up hitting them with like half of it. I would love to be able to roll into it and be a more effective, fighter in that regard. And then of course there'd be things like damage to the sails. Your crew could be killed, by just ship to ship combat. You don't lose them only by boarding or failing to counter waves, like disease and just general things like a cannonball hitting the railing,
throw you overboard and mutiny.
And if the morale gets low enough, you get like a fail state or whatever. You fail to keep your crew in good spirits. They've conducted a mutiny or something. And I was fiddling around with these mechanics, and I just became obsessed because it's like you can make a game like that and use like actual real life historical elements and make it really fun instead of just, oh look, it's Assassin's Creed 4 again. You can actually make each of these individual aspects of pirate life, or even just life at sea in general, its own mechanic. And I think that would be really good, but I don't think anybody can do it. Or, well, anybody has the with the technology to do it, has the will or drive.
You need like really advanced AI for that, I think.
Yeah, that's another part of the problem.
Well, I think there's plenty of studios out there, but a lot of studios probably won't do it. Like I forget who does Red Dead Redemption. Rockstar, sorry. Yeah, I think Rockstar might be able to do it with their kind of take on Red Dead Redemption 2, but I don't think they just won't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Red Dead Redemption 2, the style of play, the style of grinding and do all your damage point system, they can probably do the same thing for a pirate style game. But like I said, they just won't do it. They don't have the we don't want to make a pirate game, but I can see Rockstar doing something like that.
Oh yeah. Get like a collaboration between what's a company that does really good like RPGs, like classic style RPG games?
CD Projekt Red. Well, they're already busted for the Cyberpunk stuff. CD Projekt Red.
You're talking about that one game that came out that's like Dark Souls, but you can have a nice booty in it.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. I forget the studio's name, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah. A collaboration between FromSoft and Rockstar to make a historically accurate pirate RPG would be fucking awesome.
Listen, as much as I love Dark Souls and everything like that, and I am a big fan of it, the way you fight is too projected. You got to overwork that. Make it more like Yakuza. Make it more where it's unpredictable how someone's going to fight. Like when someone's swinging a giant sword at you, you have fucking 80,000 frames before he swings it. You've already rolled and attacked him before. You gotta work out that fighting system. It doesn't work. Once you realize what's going on with the buttons, the fighting means nothing. I love Dark Souls, but you gotta overwork it. You gotta revitalize it somehow because too much projecting, not enough technique.
Yeah, I think Sekiro was a step in the right direction in that field.
I think so too. I like
Sekiro, even though it's super hard.
It is fucking hard.
One of my favorite games of all time, honestly. It's so good.
No,
I mean, I've only gotten past the third stage, really. But
yeah, I never beat it. I played it a little bit. I'm like, this ain't Dark Souls. I don't want to play it, but I still have it. But dude, you got to update the fighting. Like it's got to be more natural. And I know what they're going with because a heavy sword is going to be projecting a little bit because you got to lift the fucking thing.
Well,
it's not.
Swords aren't that heavy, though.
It's not Street Fighter, But it somehow it's got to be streamlined so it's fun for everyone. Because I fucking hate playing online. Dark Souls, fucking assholes.
Another example of combat done really well. Between like balancing the tells of what's coming and still having like the speed of like a good sword fight is Ghost of Tsushima. Like
that's true, yeah.
Love
that's
the
true,
combat of that game. It is.
I heard it's really good.
It's so fucking good. It's simple, but it's kind of deep with how simple it is. There's 4 stances. They counter different enemies, but you can effectively get through the entire game with only 1 stance.
Yeah, like I said, it's like simplistic, but it's precise. Yeah.
There you go. It's kind of like what Tommy Lasorda said back in the 80s, or maybe 70s. He said, I don't want the best player on my team who is just a natural. I want the guy who has to work for it to become good at this. That's the guy I want on my team. Not the guy who says, I don't have to practice, coach. I'm the superstar. I don't want that guy. I want a whole team of hard pipe-hitting motherfuckers. We're not good at this, but we are going to become good at this. Like that's the nature of the military. Not to bring that back, but look, you can do this. Not the guy who's it comes natural to me because they get egos. You leave ego where egos belong, and that's coming out your butthole.
Yep, and that's honestly, I think that mindset applies everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It does. I am more likely to respect people who have worked hard to get where they are than people who kind of fell into it because they were just good at it.
Mm.
Maybe I'm biased.
It was
maybe I'm
given
biased
to you.
because
Like,
that's how I am. I don't have much in the way of skills, but I have a work ethic of, you know what? Hey, I may not be good at this, but I want to get shit done because I want to be useful. So maybe I'm biased in that regard.
throughout life,
But
you're gonna develop skills that'll help you professionally, but in your off time, you have to develop skills to help you creatively, and never the two shall meet until you become a great artist. Then yeah, that's your full time thing, or you find this trade you like, and that's your full time thing. But you'll always delve into your creativity.
oh, I believe me, dude. I've been trying.
And work ethic.
I've got a D&D game that I run every Saturday.
Oh no!
And I actually just finished the rough draft of the 3rd episode of a series that I'm working on, or at least script wise. I haven't animated anything.
Oh, nice.
But I remember when I was working on episode 2. I was almost done, and then I realized, wait a minute, there's a discrepancy between what's happening here and what happened in the first, beginning of the episode, and I almost had to rewrite the entire fucking thing.
Like the character kind of did the opposite of what he was standing for in the first part.
Not more or less what he was standing for. The main character, Ivan, he has this gift where he can sense people's emotions. Everyone else can train to do that, but he was just he has a natural ability to just do that. And because it comes so natural to him, he doesn't do well with big crowds, because there's just not only does he hear the all of the words that all of the people are saying, but he feels all of their emotions, so he doesn't do well with big crowds. But then I had this moment where he kind of does something very charismatic in front of this big crowd, despite having been in it for several hours. And I'm like, fuck, well, how do I explain that away? And
have him hold court.
Yeah, I changed it so that him stepping away gives him time to cool off, take deep breaths and just
acclimate.
Yeah, exactly. It's like getting car sick or something. Just take a few deep breaths, drink some water, refocus. And there you go.
Does this happen to him a lot?
Only in big crowds, which so far this is the only one we've seen. But I'm still considering writing it out of the story entirely, because there are going to be events that take place in cities.
Yeah, I wouldn't try to focus on that so much, but how he overcomes it.
Oh, yeah. There is a throwaway line that kind of addresses it, he's gotten, really good at handling crowds. You've done a good job teaching him how to handle that. It's a throwaway line, but they kind of address, hey, he used to get like this 5 minutes into a party, and it's been 5 hours. So
that's called drugs.
Wow.
It's one of those old-fashioned kind of balls.
Try not to focus. Try not to focus on too much on his weakness. Draw attention to it. Make sure the reader knows that he has it, and then when he overcomes it, is at the end.
It's just that's. The reason it bothers me is because I like it when writing is consistent. I want the world to feel like it could possibly be a real world out there, despite the more magical elements. That world has a scientific explanation for its magical elements. There are established rules to this, and I want those rules to act basically like a form of science.
Well, maybe the reader can find the rules just as the character is finding them himself.
Herself. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to not be like, hey, here's this big exposition dump, because obviously the characters already know what they're doing. They've been training for this for years.
The reader is the main character.
Very hard to make natural. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it is, but that's why I'll have the 4 main characters. They have their expertise is in different fields.
Yeah.
And despite their celebrity status, the average person doesn't understand how their powers work. So they constantly, or at least regularly, have to explain. No. It works like this.
They seem removed from thinking of themselves as regular people. Like, oh God, I have this thing that I have to deal with. I'm not like everyone else. But at the same time, yesterday you were just like everyone else.
Yeah.
So they could play, a psyche thing.
Oh, it will later down the line in like season 4 or something. I think it was. Ivan starts developing a bit of an ego because like his whole thing is, guys, stop. I'm not this big famous celebrity that you think I am. I'm just Ivan. Stop calling me Mr. Bravian or Exalted One or whatever the hell you want to call me. Just stop. But then like he becomes so successful in his field that he's like, yeah, you know what? I am fucking great. And there's going to be this, hopefully I can write it good. This
by the
good
end of the
payoff
second,
where his friends call him out and they're like, you're being a piece of shit. Stop it.
Yeah. I have seen stories like that. And by the end of the second part, that's the downfall. Kind of like Gangs in New York. He gets his fucking teeth knocked out, his face broken. He's hiding in a cave. Third act starts. You come back. You have some humility. Learn how the game is done, and you win by the rules. And be the hero by the end. Nobody wants bad guys to win in the end, unless it's a tragedy.
Okay,
you have
guys.
a tragedy in the middle.
I am going to start wrapping it up here because we've been going for almost 4 hours. And I
oh my goodness.
I do gotta get some sleep, so thank you.
Well, I guess since we're all leaving and while we're on the topic, I did recently finish it. If anyone wants to hit me up on Twitter, send a DM and I could give you a copy of the this rough draft of the first 3 episodes. Give you guys, if you guys could review it, let me know. Where any problems may lie or whatever. That'd be great. I'd love to improve it.
Hi.
I'm on Daytona Falls on Twitter.
I'm doing
I
a
would love
project
to see
for
it.
class.
Okay. Oh, sure. Right.
Yeah, I'm doing a poster, so I'm trying to
Get
see.
closer.
Where's dope?
Oh, it's
Where
just
you're-
like down on your knees pose, kind of like she's supposed to be crouched on her knees.
Oh my.
Really? Yes.
No, not that kind of.
Bow.
Had to. You set it up. Alrighty, folks.
All right, man. Thanks.
Not that kind of thing. She's possessed by an AI.
It's nice talking to you guys.
Tomorrow night.
Pleasure
He's
to meet
going
you guys.
to kill you.
Later.
Yeah.
Later.
Birds.
See you.
Bryce. Thank you
All right, bye. Bye.
Everybody,
Good
thank you
night.
all for watching.
Bye.